What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. It is, of course, deadline day today, guys. Hope you're doing well. We've got plenty to get into. There's just a few hours left of the transfer window until 11 PM UK time. Will Manchester United sign anybody? Well, we're going to talk about the prospects of that in this video and just cover any updates that come out throughout the show over the next sort of 90 minutes. And we'll also be back on all night as well, covering all the deadline day deals right at the end of the close of the transfer window as well. Do us a favour at the start of this stream, everyone. Smash us a cheeky little thumbs up on the video. And also, subscribe if you're new. Get involved in the live chat with all the legends that are watching this video right now. And if you're on catch up later, drop a cheeky little like and smash a comment down below. Get in there, my son. Let me give a few shout-outs right at the start of this video. Simon Cowie, G Wolf, David Trinivas, Mr. NLWT, Jamie Shawcross, Jonathan Gallagher, Ricardo Bofa, Vincent Bullock, Hasib, Prakash Kumar, Alex, Oliver Jones. How you doing there, Alex? Good to see you. And Dan McGill. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. The big news today, of course, Ronaldo signs for United, but that doesn't sort out the midfield problem that we got. We have a glaring issue in the centre of the midfield there with Freddie Flintstone there having an absolutely nightmare time in the centre of the park. And we need to improve that position before the window closes if we're going to challenge for the title. I think most of us will agree with that. Hey there, how's it going? The Real Clammy and Ryan Wazzer and Haroli and Ted Zavala and Stevens Evan and Kingsley Okobi and everybody else. Get in there. I hope you are feeling optimistic about this window today. I mean, I kind of am. Let's get into the main sort of news first of all. We'll kick it off. As you can see here, let me just make this a bit larger, temporary. So Fabrizio Romano gives an update a little while ago. Nuno Mendes to Paris Saint-Germain. Here we go. Loan with a buy option for 40 million euros. Personal terms agreed. Loan fee will be 7 million euros. 5 years contract. So there's another cheeky little deal for PSG. What the? And also, as you can see at the bottom there, just confirmation of the Camavinga sale from Stade Rennes to Real Madrid. As you can see, official confirmed. Eduardo Camavinga joins Real Madrid on a permanent move from Rennes. 31 million euros guaranteed plus add-ons. 40 million total. Contract until June 2027. So Real Madrid signing him up on a 6-year deal there, guys. Makes sense for an 18-year-old lad. So he will leave Stade Rennes now, and the deal is official. Here we go, confirmed. So that's the latest on Camavinga and just some of the biggest headlines that have just happened, over the last sort of hour. In regards to Manchester United, well, there's only really one target on the table right now, guys. And that is Mr. Ruben Neves. And it doesn't even seem like there's much going on there, if we're being totally honest. But things can change very, very quickly in the course of this, last few hours of the transfer deadline day. If we decide that we do absolutely need to go and get a central defensive midfielder, then I'm sure we will do that, guys. I'm sure we will do that if we got the funds available. Maybe one or two going out the other way before the end is that's hinging on. But still, you would think that could be done. So Daniel James has gone out of the club. Leeds have signed Daniel James for United, £25 million, 23 years of age. It's a good decision for him. But in regards to United, that does help us a little bit because we generated, 25 million quid from selling Daniel James there. We already know that in the grand scheme of things, what we spent is a large amount this summer. But in comparison to some of the other clubs and also the net spend and also the value that's been added to the club, it's actually not a great indicative investment in my opinion. So we could definitely do with signing another midfielder. The biggest target, Ruben Neves. So I want to give you the latest update on Ruben Neves. The situation as it stands. So, Renato Sanches was supposed to be a target, of course, for Wolves, I should say. Renato Sanches. It's easy to get them mixed up. But no, Ruben Neves is their current player that we're interested in. And Renato Sanches was the player that they were interested in bringing in, right? They were trying to bring him on loan. But as it stands right now, it doesn't seem like there's particularly good news in regards to a Renato Sanches deal for Wolves. As it stands, the deal seems to have ground to a bit of a halt. The clubs are a bit far apart in terms of a fee for a loan agreement. And also with an option next summer. That is the current issue, as we know. So, yeah, Renato Sanches we were hoping that would go through for Wolves because that would only further increase the likelihood that Manchester United would sign Ruben Neves from them. But if that doesn't happen, then the chances are getting smaller. However, not too long ago today, reports have surfaced that Wolves have entered talks with Marseille over a player called Boubacar Kamara. And he's 21 years of age. He's a central defensive midfielder. He's been linked with them for a little bit, but that could be actually quite interesting. So he's a promising young French player. He plays in defensive midfield. He's 21. Wolves are running out of time in this window if Ruben Neves is, of course, going to be sold to Man United, which might happen. So this guy's been linked to a few different clubs as well. Newcastle United, are understood to have made an offer. That's another report on the deal. But there you go. So Boubacar Kamara, guys. Boubacar Kamara is a target for Wolves. That is what I'm hearing right now. And also, the Renato Sanches deal is not exactly dead in the water, but it seems like that might not be happening for them. So there you go. If it was to happen, that would further fuel the speculation that we're signing him. So Ruben Neves is obviously he's up for grabs, in my opinion. Wolves are Wolves. They're not Manchester United. If Man United were to want Ruben Neves from Wolves, surely he would have a strong desire to come and join Manchester United. He'd get paid more money at Manchester United. He'd still have the same role in terms of focal point in that midfield, if you ask me. Because that's why we'd be signing him, is to come in and be the main starter in midfield, not to play second fiddle to Fred. So he's almost got an ideal role to come into there already, because he's going to play. So he's going to be playing with players like Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, which is only going to benefit him on a personal level, but also with the Portuguese national side. So there's so many plus points for Ruben Neves signing for Manchester United. I don't see, if we came knocking, why he would want to stay at Wolves in any capacity, really. It's a dream move for Ruben Neves, I'd imagine. So it just depends on how open Wolves are to accepting an offer from United between now and 11 p.m. and how high Manchester United are prepared to go in terms of an offer, if at all. If we are prepared to put a bid in at all. So we're all fingers crossed. Obviously, get those fingers crossed emojis in there, lads and lasses, that we can get this done, because we need him. I think we need him. We've signed good players this window, but we're still, at the end of the day, if we start against Newcastle with Fred in the central defensive midfield role, I don't think any of us are going to be too enamoured with that idea, guys. We're not going to be feeling too confident going into the rest of the season with Fred in the middle. That's just a sad fact, because he is a complete calamity of a man. Oh, I like to call him Buttertoes, because he's constantly slipping over and passing the ball to the opposition, old Buttertoes, isn't he? But it does seem like there's some possibility of Wolves signing another central defensive midfielder this window, which would be fantastic news for United. If we see more on that, then that could be a slight indicator that there's something going on behind the scenes for Man United and Ruben Neves, because look, why are they adding in that position right now and trying to add players like Renato Sanches as well? If they're just going to keep Ruben Neves, it doesn't quite add up. I mean, I guess they could just be adding depth and quality there. But it does make sense that he could be on his way out if that was to happen for Wolves. 41 likes. Guys, do us a favour at the start of the stream. There's 182 of you legends in here. Like, spike, smash a cheeky little free like on it. That'll give us a boost up there on the old YouTube algo. And also help us compete with some of the corporations, you know, Sky, BT, etc. So if you want to support the show, twat that thumbs up button like your name was Roy Keane on Alfinger Haaland. And also give it a cheeky little share on social media, lads and lasses. Social media, yes, indeed. Twitter, etc. Give it a cheeky little share. So, oh, okay, wow. Wow, we've got an update here from Matty Rushmano with some information to say that the deal is completely off for Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, guys. We've just seen them sign another. We just seen PSG sign another player, and Sky Sports are reporting that Kylian Mbappe deal to Real Madrid is off, which is quite interesting. We'll see what happens in regards to that. I don't know if it's just a fee problem here, if they can't reach the agreement. Seems like Real Madrid offered a very, very fair amount of money in the end, somewhere in the region of 180 million for Kylian Mbappe, and they I mean, Leonardo said that they wouldn't stand in his way a little while ago, but they're obviously trying to play hardball, trying to get the money. That's crazy. I thought Kylian Mbappe would be on his way out there, guys, on his way out. Hang on a second. I just realised I'm not on the right chat thing. Hey, we have smashed 100 likes on the stream. You're fucking awesome. Yeah, Asan Akhtar, how you doing? He says, here we know. To Mbappe, here we know. That could still change, though. Look, things can change really quickly in the end of this transfer deadline day. If they say, no, we're not selling him, maybe it's just to get an extra cheeky 10 million euros out of Real, and maybe yet Real would pay that. So, you know, things can change quite quickly, especially considering the negotiations are very far ahead in terms of, like, the player and Real and the whole situation there. So that could change pretty quickly. This is interesting as well. So Mariba's moving from Barcelona to Leipzig by the looks of it as well. RB Leipzig signed Mariba from Barcelona. That's quite interesting. Yeah, wow, okay. Well, he's an 18-year-old player. He was actually linked with Manchester United, Elax Mariba, guys, a little while ago. He was linked with United. And it looks like RB Leipzig have signed Mariba from Barcelona. That's quite a decent signing for them. Obviously, 18 years of age, 16 million euros up front, and an additional 6 million euros in bonuses. The Catalans will also receive 10% of any future fee. The Barcelona Academy player was under contract until 2022 and has now signed a contract until 2026 in Germany. Okay, so there's a bit of movement on the outs for Barca there. Wonder if they'll have any movement, you know, with other players going in this window. We shall see. There was obviously a link earlier today. Thankfully, it seems that it's not legit, but there was a link earlier today linking Cavani with maybe Barcelona. So look, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope we add a midfield and we just get extra quality. Oh, look at this, guys, as well. And I was going to talk about this in a moment, but seeing as it's just broken, Saul is a Chelsea player, guys. Confirmation. Saul is a Chelsea player. Let me get it up on the screen for you guys. As you can see, here we go from Fabrizio just 1 minute ago. Saul to Chelsea. Here we go. Agreement reached for €5 million loan from Atletico Madrid. Personal terms agreed. Saul will be in London soon to sign the contract. What the fuck? Why haven't United gone in and tried to got this guy, mate? €5 million loan? That's good. And then probably with an option to buy in the future. Mate, that is fucking garbage business from United to miss out on that one, I tell you. We've been talking about this guy all summer long. He is a great player. Look, hopefully we still sign Ruben Neves. This actually could be good for us because this could almost just add a little bit more emphasis on United needing a midfielder. You've just seen Chelsea sign one of our targets here. So all the more reason for United to go and get Ruben Neves now. There's other clubs doing bits in this window. Chelsea have done bits in this window. If we really want to challenge for that title, we've got to try and strengthen. So there you go. Saul to Chelsea is done, guys. It's done. I'm very disappointed about that one. It's such a shame. Yeah, I know. Alex says, fuck's sake, and Saul, they're going to win the league. Yeah, so they got Lukaku in this summer. They got Saul. They've made some good signings. And it looks like with him in the midfield, they could be very, very good. They've already got bloody N'Golo Kante, for fuck's sake, and Kovacic and a bunch of other, they've already got a good midfield, if you ask me. So they've just bolstered their strength there in the middle with Saul coming in there. Good all-round box-to-box, but defensive-minded midfielder also. So they've done a great bit of business there. It's a €5 million loan for the season. That's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of investment. And what a loan generally means is they're just covering 100% of his wages too. So they have paid an initial amount up front, but it's not like you say, oh yeah, you're on 160k a week at Atletico, so we're going to pay you 300 a week here. That's not how it works. You're covering his contract. So they pay the fee up top, and then he's on the same deal as Sanches, as far as I'm aware. So, no good reason for United not to have a try and go and get this guy, to be fair. No good reason whatsoever. It's an absolute shambles, to be fair, that Chelsea have signed him. I mean, look, for a loan deal as well, I could understand it if it was a permanent deal and they're bloody paying 50 million for the guy. But for us not to try and get this deal on the loan is shite. Very disappointed with that, guys. Very disappointed with that. Glazers out, says Shazan Ahmed. Hashtag Glazers out. Get that green and gold flying high in the live chat. Hell yeah. Happy birthday to you, Abanaf. Let's get some birthday cakes in there. But Abanaf, shout out to you, mate. Many happy returns. Dark ZLD says, tell Potato Head to be much more quick. We do have a bunch of bloody King Edward potatoes running our recruitment team. At least they've done a good job this summer overall getting players in. Harodi says there's 550 legends watching. Smash that like and subscribe. Wow, yes, if you are new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. We're on here giving you all the latest updates throughout the evening tonight with all the breaking news. As you can see, Saul to Chelsea is a done deal. Ruben Neves to Man United is not even, it seems, in the ether at the moment. It's not, there's no concrete movement on that one. There's no official offer or anything for Manchester United. I haven't seen any reports today saying that Manchester United have properly put a bid in for the guy. We're just hearing that Wolves are looking at other options in that area as of now, I guess, in case, a bid does come in from Manchester United. Yeah, Polo Juice says we need Neves. Well, this might actually help us quite a lot. This may help us quite a lot because it just adds that extra reason for United to go and get a quality midfielder like Ruben Neves now. Chelsea are going to do bits this season. They've already had a decent start. They already look pretty potent, to be fair. Tuchel's done a good job. Of course, Lukaku coming in, scored 24 goals last year in the Serie A. He will add goals to them up top there and do a good bit for the team too. So Lukaku's good signing. And if they sign Saul on a $5 million deal, that is really, really cheap for a season. For a season, they've got no risk there whatsoever. I'm sure there's probably an option to buy. It doesn't say here at this moment in time on this tweet anyway. It just says final details and the deal will be announced soon. So I guess we'll find out more whether there is an option to buy or anything like that. But it does seem like they've got themselves a good deal there. Yeah, exactly. Salvation Legacy. He says we need to force Ruben Neves deal since Chelsea have signed Saul now. Proper, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Now's the time. Keep up with the Joneses, and I'm not talking about fucking Phil Jones here. I'm saying keep up with the Joneses. That's the least that United should be doing. And okay, we have signed good players, but the midfield is a glaring issue for us. Jack Kernox is pathetic that United have let Saul go to Chelsea unless they've got Neves. Yeah, we don't know yet. They might have something up their sleeve at the moment. They just might have Ruben Neves planned to come in before 11 p.m. tonight. We're hearing some movement from Wolves behind the scenes, getting other players lined up. So that might be possible. But as I say, there's nothing concrete at this moment in time. It's understood United are pretty relaxed on this situation. MEN were reporting that, we've done a lot of business this summer and Solskjaer's pretty sort of happy with what the squad is. But I do hope that we get somebody else. I think the Dan James sale is a big indicator that we are trying to sign somebody else this window, because why would you have sold him immediately right now after selecting him out of 2 of the first 3 games in the league? Okay, because he's shite, I get that. But, you could have kept him as a squad player as an option this season. They've sold him because he's just no good. And also he's not going to get that many games, but they can generate a good bit of cash because there was interest from Leeds there and they got good money for him. They made about 10 million in profit, paid his wages, etc. He's fine. Thank you, Vincent Moodley, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, Vincent. Please do keep your arms and legs and all other appendages inside the vehicle at all times. And hang on to your seats, baby, because this deadline day transfer window end is going to be a screamer. People who say Jones or Lindelof as DM don't know shit might as well play back through, says Middo. Well, I mean, I don't know about that, to be fair. Lindo did actually used to play CDM. So did Phil Jones. They have done that at times in their career previously. Look, Victor's got a great range of passing on him. He's not great in the air. I'd actually probably like to see it. I'd at least like to see an experiment of it myself. I think that it could work. Fred can't pass to save his life. If you could put Lindelof in there, who can spray a 60-yard ball over the top and find a lovely, lovely pass to a teammate. He's done it many, many times. Then I don't see how he couldn't at least be worth having a look at there. But he's not the answer right now, I agree. Look, Ruben Neves is somebody we need to get in. Pranit Kerala says, your honest review of Fred after the last game. My honest review of Fred, he was absolutely bang averagely gash. That's what he was, and he just kept giving the ball away to the opposition and letting them break upon us and having chance after chance. He was an absolute liability. That's my opinions on Fred's performance. Salvation says, why is not Ollie paying attention to this? Because we have been talking about the DM problem since the transfer opening, but it seems nothing has been done until now. I think he has. I think he has. I think he wants certain players in this window. I think the Ronaldo deal was such a surprise for everybody. Nobody expected Cristiano Ronaldo to leave before the end of his Juventus contract. His contract was up next season. By all accounts, we thought he was happy there just a few weeks ago. Certainly not expecting him to come back to Manchester United in this window anyway. So just the fact that happened, that he became available, there was that link with City, we had to go and get him. We couldn't let City have him. And because he was available there, we've spent a lot of money. Not initially up front, but in terms of wages, we may have recouped all of that back overnight, which is true. But still, that investment has been made there. And maybe because of that, some of the other targets have fallen by the wayside a little bit there, i.e. that midfield role. And certainly the right-back position, we decided to keep Dalot instead of going out and buying Kieran Trippier, it seems. So there's definitely some adjustments that have had to be made. We've had to reprioritise our need for a player in this window. The central midfield position is obviously what we are trying to raise funds for. Yeah, First Class Gamer says no CDM this transfer deadline because the fax machine is playing up again. They're still using like some 1980s brother fax machine, mate. That's what they're rocking at. At United right now. Donny should play, says Shreya Porcarel. Well, there's a good point as well. How bad could it be sticking Donny van der Beek in as a deep line playmaker? How bad could that be? He might not be out the defensive guile of, a proper out-and-out defensive midfielder, but he's definitely not going to give the ball away as much as Fred, so you will be better in that regard of actually making things happen more. But yeah, fair enough. I mean, I just don't think Donny's going to play. I really don't think Donny's going to play. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I know there's nothing being talked about here, and it seems like Donny's staying at the club and Solskjaer must have given him assurances. But I don't see, it wouldn't surprise me if an offer came in and Donny sold today. That actually would not surprise me at all. He's pretty surplus to requirements. If I was him, I would not be happy at United. He's not getting any game times and opportunities. I would be knocking on Solskjaer's door saying, look, boss, are you going to play me, 70% of the games this season? Otherwise, I'm out. And if the answer to that is no, then he would have to look for a new club, in my opinion. Unless he's just happy being on the bench, which we're hearing he's not. Hashtag free Donny. Yes, let's get some hashtag free Donnies in the live chat. I'll just ask you in the live chat, guys. Do you think, just answer yes or no, and we'll find out, we'll have a vote with the fan base here of United fans. Do you think Donny van de Beek is the answer, or do you think he's good enough to start in this team? Yes or no? Let me know. And thank you to S. Sutherland for subscribing, and Sagtar Mamaher as well, Vincent Moodley, and also Brooklyn Thompson. Thank you guys for getting in here. Yes, says Fire Ghost Boys. Yes, says Shazad. Jamali says yes. No, says Jonathan. Jonathan Gallagher, you are hilarious. You hate him. Look at that. Everybody's got yes, and Jonathan says no. Jonathan sent me some stats yesterday of his stats from last season. I said, look how bad Donny is. Yeah, okay, but in my memory, he had like 19 appearances last season, you know, no goals, but 1 assist or something. Really crap stats. He started about, I don't know, 5 games in all competitions since he's been at the club. I can't think of any more than that he's actually started. He's not really had opportunities. They're all from off the bench. He's not had the chance in the side to show what he can do or bed in or settle in and build up any sort of, you know, understanding with his teammates at all. So I feel bad for him. I think, look, everybody in the live chat is saying yes. Almost everybody, apart from Johnny Gallagher, is saying yes, Donny van de Beek is good enough. Simon Cowie says he's not. I tell you what he is. He's much better passer of the ball than that pretender Fred. Totally different kettle of fish. Fred is a more defensive-minded player, though, to be fair, and Fred has his uses, absolutely. If you want a terrier, stick him in there, go around, buzz around, hassle the opposition, he's perfect. But I don't think he's starting games in the league regularly anymore. He's shown that he's not quite up to the standard or consistency enough. He doesn't have that range of passing to get us going. We've got all these great footballers in front of him, and they're not getting given the ball once we win it back there often enough. It's such a shame. We just need somebody, just keep it simple, win the ball, get his head up, play a nice pass, give it to a teammate, give it to Bruno, give it to Pogba, give it to these guys who can create. We don't need anybody there who's really like a proper monster playmaker like a Pirlo or anything. We just need somebody who keeps it simple and is solid and doesn't give the ball away like a complete melter. But everybody's saying Donny van de Beek would be a good option. Man like Ryan comments, Donny is good, but Ollie doesn't trust him. Why is that? Because he doesn't start him. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he wants him in the team, does it? He's going to the bench and getting Jesse Lingard on there instead, etc. Fred's positioning sense is shit, says Shreya Pakara. I think everything's shit with Fred, really. No disrespect. Actually, that's a bit harsh. He's good at kind of everything, but he's not great at anything. Thank you very much, Jeanette Pugh. I appreciate that. She says, this is a good show with stupid comments. Well, look, everybody's going to have different opinions in the live chat. You know, everybody's got different vibes and personal feelings about who we should go and sign. There's some people who think we should sign a more defensive-minded destroyer-type midfielder. You know, somebody like a Kante or an Ndidi or maybe a Basuma. And there's others that think we should be looking for that new Michael Carrick-type player who's going to sit in front of the back line and spray it around and be a really good passer, be defensively sound, but mostly he's there to get the play going and just keep hold of the ball and be a good, you know, good solid possession player for us. Somebody like Ruben Neves. So that's what we're looking at the moment. Well said, says August Artorias. Thank you very much, August. Great name as well. Guys, do us a favour. We're nearly at 200 likes. Leave a cheeky little thumbs up if you're just getting in here. And if it's your first time in the channel, do hit the subscribe. We've got all the latest news this evening in regards to Manchester United, all the done deals, all the latest goings on. So make sure you're around this evening. Stick with me and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on. Click the wee little bell icon as well. That way you'll get a notification later when we post live again later. But we're going to be on here for a while anyway. There's lots of breaking news and stuff coming out this evening, of course. It is deadline day. Saul is the big one a few moments ago, has now joined Chelsea officially. Well, not officially, actually. It says more details and deal to be announced soon. But officially, you know, it's basically done deal. Here we go. He has signed on a £5 million loan deal for the season. Okay, Crazy Pig, why do we think we're getting Neves? What's the news? So there is no real news. This is the only speculation. It's speculation, but Wolves are being linked with a player called, what's his name again? It's Boubacar Kamara from France. And they were also linked with Renato Sanches earlier on, a loan move, which may not be, you know, going through now. It seems like that has halted. They can't reach an agreement in terms of prices and things like that. So it doesn't look like that could be happening. Also, I've got another link here, actually, that Chowdhury of Leicester City is being linked with Wolves. They've got an interest in Hamza Chowdhury. That's what I'm hearing as well. So a few different options for Wolves. They are understood to be looking at midfielders. They're looking at midfielders right now. it just goes to further make you think that they'd be open to selling Ruben Neves if a decent offer comes in for United. It seems kind of written in the stars. I know we haven't actually gone in for an official bid and there's nothing coming, but it seems like he's the perfect fit for United right now. He'll just slot into our midfield, tick things over, be absolutely brilliant for us. He has the connection with Bruno and Ronaldo and these guys. He's got the Premier League pedigree. He's got the experience in the league, so you don't have to worry about somebody coming in from a different footballing culture who's going to take time to adapt and, you know, might have a stinker for a while. You'd expect him to just hit the ground running because he's already played in this league and knows what it's like for many a year now. And he's only 24 years of age. Oh, and he's only getting better. It's such a good sign-in from every single different angle you look at it for Manchester United right now. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Thank you, Rush Money, for an update here. Check this out. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hang on a second. Watch this. Watch this. Sorry, guys. I've just got to show you this really quickly. This is fun. Let's have a little look at this very quickly. This is fun. That is absolutely class, to be fair. Spot the difference. Spot the difference, guys. Sign in for Manchester United and sign in for Leeds United. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Rushmana, for sending me that. It's fucking great. It's so true. Look at his face. He looks so unhappy in that right photo, doesn't it? It looks like somebody's just told him, you know, his cat's just been run over or something. Look, he looks absolutely mortified, mate. He looks absolutely mortified. Look at how happy he is on that left picture. Poor Daniel James, eh? Poor Daniel James, exactly their fans' dream. He obviously wanted to stay at United. Leeds is nowhere near as big a club as United, so it's a step down, but it's probably a good move for him because he's actually going to get to play games. Spot the difference. I know Dizzy does look pissed off, doesn't he? He looks really quite angry. Either that or he's just rolled out of bed or something. I don't know. Like he just literally just hasn't had his morning coffee yet. He's right pissed off, and and that's the result. Matthias Emmanuel says, poor guy, that is absolutely sensational. Breaking news. We got some breaking news here, guys. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, excellent stuff. This is wicked. Okay, nice. Breaking news, guys. Well, yeah, so we had a little update a short while ago in regards. This could be some good positive stuff for us. So as we've said, Sky Sports 4 minutes ago have reported that Wolves are back in here for Renato Sanches. So as you can see, Wolves have... Oh, no, sorry. They've ended talks. I misread it. Like we reported a few moments ago, they've ended talks. And Sky had just confirmed that. I actually misread that there for a second. So that's not changed. A few moments ago, we reported that Renato Sanches to Wolves was off. And that is true. So Sky has also just confirmed that and said Wolves have ended talks with Lille over the signing of midfielder Renato Sanches after the two clubs failed to find an agreement on a loan deal. Big shame for Man United, that one. Big shame. If he'd have gone to Wolves, Ruben Neves could have been sold, They're still looking at another midfielder, though, as I say. Boubacar Kamara from the French League also at this moment. So don't rule it out. Don't rule out a Manchester United swoop for Ruben Neves, but it does maybe depend on Wolves doing some other business. One question. I've got a question for you. If we could swap one midfielder with Wolves, who do you think would be a good candidate to go in the opposite direction? I actually do think Fred. I think Fred would be, the least loss for us in that position. McTominay is injured. Plus, I would want him at the club because of his heart and his passion for the shirt. And then you look at Matic. He's aging. He's not that exactly, he's not a bad footballer, though. He's still a good footballer. I'd still be happy to have him around this season. It's Fred, isn't it? Only problem is, the wages and things like that. The perfect news. What perfect news? This should fuel the fire. Actually, sorry. The news is there that he's not going to Wolves. Wolves have ended talks with Lille, so that is a shame. We reported a little while ago, and it's been broke by Sky Sports there. So yeah, that is a shame. But other players will be linked with Wolves for now. But everybody in the live chat, apart from a couple of people, saying Fred definitely 100%. Lovro says Fred. Yep. Luca Harrison says Matic. Fair enough. Matic is another one. He's aging, but he's just signed a new deal. I don't think he's going to want to end his career at Wolves. In all honesty, I've just got a feeling about that. Maybe might link back up with Jose Mourinho over at Roma or something like that. But right now, I don't see it. He's actually only 32 still, isn't he, the manager? We talk about him like he's 150 years old. It's because he resembles a Frankenstein's monster out there playing sometimes, I suppose. But, he's actually only 32, I'm pretty sure. That's still reasonably young. He's still got some legs in him. The thing is with him is, hey, look, he wasn't always about the ranginess because he's a big unit anyway. But he certainly used to get himself about a heck of a lot more, I would say, when he was a bit younger. But then again, he could just sit in front of the back line like he did for Chelsea as well and do that role pretty well. He's just not as good, I don't think, as he was a few years back. That's just, I don't know, father time catching up with him. But he's still a good player. Mata and Matic and Martial, Fred and Sancho. What do you mean, Sancho? Sancho out? Are you joking me? Wow, Rushmano says we've got 42.9k subscribers now. That's absolutely amazing, guys. Hey, we're nearly at 43,000 subscribers, so I'm just going to ask for a cheeky little subscriber push now. If you are here, there's a little red subscriber button down there. It says subscribe. It's red. You can't miss it. It's free to subscribe. You also can chat in the live chat after being subscribed for 1 minute. So please do us a massive favour if you're new here for the first time. Get involved. Smash that subscribe button. And also, smash the like on the video. Smash the thumbs up on it. That would be sweet too. Thank you, Pranik Kerala. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Right, so the latest news, guys. I've got some other stuff to get into. There's just been stuff breaking throughout, like this new Lille update here and other stuff. But I do have some information to get into. Also another report here. Martial and Jesse Lingard are both staying at Manchester United. So West Ham have done some business today. Obviously, who did they bring in? Vlasic or whatever his name is. And they've done some business, and they're also looking at another player now as well. I've just lost the information, but basically West Ham are on signing another. Yeah, they just signed Nikola Vlasic, obviously, for quite a lot of money. £26.8 million plus £9 million pounds in add-ons was agreed. That's a lot of money, really, for this guy. 26 caps for Croatia, so they obviously felt like that was the way to go instead of Jay Lings this summer. Maybe the wages are significantly a lot less. I don't know. But they still invested a lot of money there for this guy. A lot of money. And that's it. Kral. So they're looking at a player called Kral. I think... I don't know. There's some information coming out about West Ham still after a couple of players. But Jesse Lingard does not seem to be one of them, unfortunately. It's a big issue trying to get this guy out of the football club. There could be another loan deal, I suppose, done. I wouldn't rule that out. Maybe they might take him on loan, or maybe another club would take him on loan. Surely there's clubs interested in Jesse. I don't understand it. He's proven himself for West Ham in the end of the season. What a good player he could be for some of the lower teams. So if I was a Newcastle United or a Brighton or any of those sorts of lower teams, I'd be bang up for taking Jesse on loan for this season. And if I was Jesse, I'd want to go too, because he's not going to get in this team. I mean, even more so now, he's not going to get in this team. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Mark Stower and also Terry Topless as well, and Heng Wee and Mark Storer again, and Suraj Nair, Godin, Alex Mendoza. Thank you very much, guys. Yes, absolutely. Nuno Mendes to PSG has been confirmed. Maurice Dormer, absolutely. Ray Zeko as well. Welcome in. Welcome in the stream, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Will Cavani swap his number 7 for CR, says Fazdine. This is a weird one, isn't it? We still don't know what's going on here, guys. We still don't know what shirt number Ronaldo's got. Very strange. Surely they want to sell the bloody shirts as soon as it's officially announced, and actually get some revenue in as well as soon as possible. You would think they'd have it already in the store already. I guess there's still some confusion about what's going on. Still don't know who's going to get that shirt number. Could be Ronaldo getting the number 7 if Cavani's happy to let him have it, and Cavani could take the 21. There's still some tiny outside chance that maybe Cavani goes. As we've discussed the reasons for it, it kind of adds up that maybe he wouldn't be 100% happy because he's not going to play all that much, and because Uruguay are a red list country, he can't go and play for his national side at the moment, which is probably really annoying him. So there you go. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the case. From what we know, Cavani is staying at the club at the moment, but yeah, we don't know, basically. We don't know whether Ronaldo's going to get the 21, whether Ronaldo's going to get a different shirt number altogether, whether Cavani's going to give him the 7 and Cavani take the 21. We know that United have, supposedly asked the Premier League for special dispensation, a special case, in order to swap shirt numbers after it's been submitted. Yes, indeed, Flying Pig United fan. Absolutely, Jarvis Cocker. Thank you very much, matey. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, all the channel members, everybody who supports this channel and watches, all the subscribers up until now, thank you very much for joining us. Gatlin the Gossip, Gigi the Great, Sunil Surendranath, and also Mr. Anonymous have subscribed as well. It's all kicking off. Hang on a sec. Right, more breaking information coming out there, guys, or more news. So, Dan James, this is some information. This is a quote from Daniel James. Says, "Don't get me wrong, I had an unbelievable time at Man United. I made great friends. The staff are amazing to me, and so were the fans. But for me, it's time to move on career-wise and just to move forward. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Fair play to him. I don't blame him. I think he's gone to the right level club for him now. He's still in the Prem. He's still going to play for an exciting team. Let's be fair. Leeds are a decent team under Bielsa. You know, he's a good coach. They've had a bit of a shite start to the season, but he is a good coach. And he'll probably get quite a lot out of Daniel James, and he'll probably benefit for club and country because of actually playing games. We've got an Mbappe update as well, guys. So, okay. So is this really dead in the water then? Quite interesting. So Sky Sports are reporting that Real Madrid are very confident of signing Kylian Mbappe on a pre-contract in January now. So listen to this, guys. Listen to this. This is kind of silly by PSG. Mbappe's contract is running out. Okay, they're having for another year here, but are they really prepared to let him go for nothing? But they could have just accepted an offer of 180 million euros for the guy. I mean, this is crazy news to me. This is crazy news to me. I know he's a big player for PSG, but it seems pretty crazy that they would do that unless they've worked out a new contract and they're prepared to make him super mega paid highest star there or something. But bear in mind, they've got Lionel Messi and Neymar and these guys there. How can they pay Kylian Mbappe more than Messi? So, you know, it just doesn't quite add up to me. I don't really understand it. Seems like Mbappe should be going to Real Madrid in this window because just the amount of money that PSG stand to lose out on if he signs a pre-contract deal in January. And as we've understood it, they're very confident of signing him on a pre-contract deal in January. He wants to leave, and he said as much. PSG understand this as much. Leonardo, their sporting director, was saying this, and they know the situation. I don't get this. Why wouldn't they want to sell him now? I guess maybe Real Madrid are just skint. Well, not skint, but they can just wait a few months, wait another year, and then end up with him for nothing. Crazy, though. Crazy. PSG, they should be trying to get rid of him. They should be trying to get rid of him and sign Tony Martial from us. That's what they should try and do. Alex Metcalf, will you get your bum out if we sign Neves? That's not likely. I mean, I'll definitely be very happy, but I'm not going to get my bum out, mate. No. Get in there, my son. 855 of you legends in it right now. Thank you so much for getting in for the transfer news deadline day update. Plenty to discuss, plenty to get into. It's all kicking off, guys, just not for United right now, sadly. There's not much movement. We'll give you updates as they come. Ruben Neves is you know, our target at the moment. We understand there could be something done there because Wolves are looking at other players, but right now Wolves haven't successfully signed another replacement. You can see in the top right there is some information that the Renato Sanches deal to Wolves is completely off, which is a big shame because that would have been huge for Man United because that would just implicated us to Ruben Neves signing. Other big news, the biggest news coming out last half an hour or so is that Saul has signed for Chelsea on a season-long loan, 5 million upfront fee, and he's now a Chelsea player until the end of the season, which is an amazing signing for Chelsea. Really, they've already got a strong midfield there, already got players like N'Golo Kante, etc. So I think that is just a great statement of intent by Chelsea. I'm very pissed off. In fact, the United haven't tried more to go and get this guy because now we understand the details of the deal here, that it is a loan, that it's only a 5 mil fee up front. And that you've got this player for a season who could really benefit your side. I think it's a big loss by United. We completely bottled this. We should have gone in for him. We should have made him a priority. When you look at all that's needed to get him done, you can't have the argument from the Glazers, oh, we spent money. We spent a lot of money this window on players. No, it's a loan deal for 5 mil. So I am disappointed to hear that news. I hope we get Neves though, and I hope it further increases the chances that we do. Kamara signing for Wolves, says James. I really hope that he does. Yes, if we get some updates on that, unless you've got an update, but if we get some updates on that, we will bring it to you. We're just going to obviously get my main man, Mr. Rushmano, the transfer guru, to to vet some things and make sure everything is 100% legit there before I say it on the stream. But yeah, thank you very much for the update, mate. And speaking of the man, we have a £5 super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Rushmano. He says, not letting Mbappe leave is all about not losing face. PSG trying to make a point. They turned down 220 million euros. Crazy. Guys, get some watermelon sugar highs in the live chat for Matty Rushmano there. Absolutely insane money, Russia. Absolutely insane money. Why would they do that, though? Losing face, but they're potentially going to lose this player next summer for nothing. It's a big, bold move. It's a Billy Big Bollocks move by PSG. It really is. But crikey, I mean, sometimes it's just best to cut your losses, I think. I think PSG have had a mare there. He will be a good player for them this season if he stays. Of course, he's going to be committed. He wants to play. But if Real Madrid can just come knocking in January and sign him up on a pre-contract deal and he leaves and joins them for free in the summer, PSG have had their pants royally pulled down. So I don't know what they're doing there. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous decision not to sell him if that indeed does happen. Maybe this is just, you know how sometimes you see at the end of windows, this is just the final to-ins and throw-ins of the negotiations between the two sides, and maybe a cheeky little sweetener of a deal will come in on the 11th hour, last minute, and Mbappe will sign on the dotted line last moments of the window. It can happen, but it does seem right now that that's not the case. Awesome Umaren says, we need a CDM. Yes, indeed, we do. Thank you, Darlington and Bryn Sheen, for subscribing to the channel, guys. Nice one. 940 legends watching, Harodi. That is sensational. And 350 likes. Get in there. Thank you, Brandon United. Let's check this out. Appreciate you, Brandon. Nice one. Let's just have a look at this. Yep, brilliant. Okay. Wonderful. So this is more information as we've discussed it. Yeah, this is what we reported to you as well. We are on the pulse. We are on the pulse. Thank you everybody for the viewership here. There's good reason to it. We're giving you breaking news before anybody else. I'm just kidding, but no, we did get this from another source. It's just that we have good sources and it seems they're good. So here we go. David Ornstein has also given us an update. Wolves are working on a deal to sign highly rated Marseille midfielder Boubacar Kamara. As we discussed, would be a permanent as 21 years old and only has a year left on to his contract. Wolves have also made a bid for an unnamed striker prior to tonight's deadline. You what? Wolves doing bits in the transfer window. There you go, reinvesting that Ruben Neves money already. Come on. Yeah? Come on, you know this is just put the percentage up of United signing Ruben Neves like a whole bunch. But anyway, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're definitely going to. But look at that. They tried to sign Renato Sanches on loan. That deal has fallen through, so they've immediately gone straight on to Boubacar Kamara. Why would they do that immediately this time? It's because they're going to lose Neves in that position in this bloody last few hours of the window, guys, potentially. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil. You're a legend, mate. Get in there. But there you go. That's the latest sort of update. As we said, Boubacar Kamara is potentially on the list. I'll just make it a bit bigger so you can see it. So Boubacar Kamara is on the list for Wolves to sign. Looks like they've made their target and their decision to try and replace Ruben Neves if he is indeed sold. And if not, then it's a young player who will be added to their squad. And it seems like this is actually a really good signing just for the depth. And also we have an update from Simon Stone from 4 minutes ago as well that says Renato Sanches injured, so he won't be joining Wolves. They have other options they're pushing for now. Okay, so that's interesting. So Simon Stone reporting that it's because of an injury to Renato Sanches, not anything else. So we saw some reports earlier to say that the deal could not be agreed between the two clubs because of just the fees and things like that. But no, it does actually look like Sanches is injured. Come on, let's get a cheeky little hashtag Fred and Neves swap in the live chat, guys. What a dream scenario that would be. No disrespect to Fred, but, you know, we paid like 40 odd million, 50 million quid for this guy, whatever it was. He's not really that sort of a caliber player. He's on, I don't know what money he's on, actually. Anybody know? But I'm guessing it's reasonably significant, probably 80k, 100k a week. If he's on any more than that, then it's bloody ridiculous. But, you know, I would hope that Wolves would be interested in signing Fred if we were to offer them to him, you know. And guess what? Do you know what language Brazilians speak? Portuguese. Just put it out there. They speak Portuguese, in case you don't know. They don't speak Brazilian, they speak Portuguese. So just that, you know, the Portuguese manager, the Portuguese players at the club, maybe it just makes a little bit of sense. I'm not getting your hopes up. There's literally no sources to say this. We're just talking about it in the live chat because I think that would solve a lot of our problems. But I'd still rather we just signed Neves and kept Fred as a squad player. Don't get me wrong. I'd still rather that. So, yeah. Okay, wow. Check this out as well. Manchester United's announcement of Ronaldo is on 331,000 retweets on Twitter. In the first 10 minutes, I should say, that was. And PSG's announcement peaked at 257,000, whereas United got 331,000 announcement for Ronaldo's tweet in the first 10 minutes. It was the most liked tweet in sporting history. like as far as a sports team tweet goes. So pretty awesome. That was always going to be the case. Ronaldo's the most followed person in the world. Holy crap, we've actually got 1,000 people watching here, guys. Welcome in for this transfer deadline evening special here. Plenty of stuff going on, guys. Saul has joined Chelsea for 5 mil. Daniel James has joined Leeds United, of course. Camavinga has joined Real Madrid. And we've also seen other signings being made and other work being done. It looks like Wolves are trying to sign Boubacar Kamara to potentially replace Ruben Neves. That's the theory anyway, guys. All right, let's get a vote in the live chat, everybody. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think that Ruben Neves will be a Manchester United by the end of the window. Smash any other number in there if you don't think that is actually going to happen. But smash a 1 if you're feeling confident about it. Fred and Neves swap, says Remu Suzamori. Spot on. Love to see that. Lots of 1s coming in the live chat. Crikey, look, it's going mad. A few different numbers. Seriously says no. Okay, so yeah. In fact, I'm going to get a poll on the go. Let's get a poll on the go because this is a bit hard to tell. It's quite a bit hard to tell who's actually voting for who. So, do we sign Ruben Neves before window shuts? Yes or no? I'm just going to ask you that. So everybody in the live chat, please do have a vote. It should pop up. There's a little poll. Just smash a yes or no in there if you think that Manchester United will sign him or not. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a report here. It is from L'Equipe, so take it with a pinch of salt. But there are reports coming out of France, breaking news, that Lyon have approached Manchester United about a loan for Anthony Martial today. But the player rejected, according to L'Equipe in France. So that's interesting, isn't it? Apparently, a little bit of interest from certain clubs in, certain clubs around the world in regards to Martial. But the thing is, with Martial is, I can believe that. I think he's a bit of a Billy Big Bollocks player, Martial, if you ask me. He doesn't want to play for any of these lesser teams, really. He wants to play for the Rolls Royces. He wants to play for the top teams. He is a very good quality player, but he's not consistent, is he? Thank you, Miss Gucci and John Trevelyan and Ravon, Gilchrist and Will Brindley and Darlington and Kang Ha for subscribing to the channel. Absolute legends, guys. How many likes are we on right now? Over 400 likes on the stream. We're going to smash 500 in a minute, peeps. Keep smashing the thumbs up. Equip, yes, indeed. L'Equip, fair enough. We're on 43k subscribers. Don't be silly, Hiroli. Holy shit, guys. Get in there. Thank you, everybody who's joined the channel by subscribing today. There's a lot of people who subscribed just today alone, so thank you very much for subscribing. Let's get a cheeky little hashtag 43k in the live chat. That is big news for the channel, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who's in here. Miss Gucci says Lingard needs to go. Who's going to sign Lingard? Nobody, unfortunately. I don't know why, but nobody wants him. I don't get it. West Ham should have come knocking. He literally had the perfect audition for them. I can understand not wanting to sign him if he had never played for them and if he didn't have that good spell for them. What I don't get is them not wanting him after playing so damn well for them. He got 2 Player of the Month awards. He represents decent value for them as well. They've just gone and spent 30-odd million on this Vlasic guy. It doesn't really make any sense to me why they've not gone in for him. Only thing that I'm thinking is maybe they want him on a loan to buy. They think United are desperate. They think maybe that they can just sign somebody else, improve their depth by getting Lingard on a loan, and maybe with an option to buy down the line, which might suit them, but it's not going to suit United right now because we're trying to drum up funds to sign other midfielders and sign good players. Thank you so much, Salvation Leggering, August Ortorius. Appreciate you. Fire says Neves. Fred needs to terminate his contract, says Carl Bird. Bit harsh. Phil Jones, on the other hand, he definitely does. Let's have a look at the poll very quickly, see where you're at as a fan base right now. So already 461 votes. Do we sign Ruben Neves before the window shuts? 64% of you guys out there think, yes, come on. That's what I like to hear, a bit of positivity that we can get the job done. We have had a great window. Our recruitment team deserve a bit of credit this summer, let's be fair. But they don't deserve all that much credit because they still haven't got the players out needed. Why are we scratching around at the end of the window trying to get players out? And still, on the last of the deadline day, trying to sign a midfielder desperately. We shouldn't really be in this position. We should have done this a bit sooner. I understand, though, that the Ronaldo deal came up and maybe that's changed a few plans. And now they're just trying to, get some other stuff over the line last minute. I could get that. Right, okay, more updates coming in all the time, guys. Wolves after a few players. Let's check this out. So, yeah, so the Athletic reporting, as we've said, that Boubacar Kamara and a new striker are on the agenda for Wolves in this window. So we heard a minute ago that they had made an offer for an unnamed striker at this moment in time, and Kamara's a defensive midfielder who plays for Marseille in League One. Contract at the Stade Velodrome runs out in the summer of 2022. So cheap deal probably for Wolves because his contract is running out. I mean, actually, this guy, you know, it seems like quite a decent player for, you know, most clubs. So I think that'd actually be a good signing for Wolves. He's an up-and-comer, isn't he? I don't know anything about the guy. I'm not going to pretend that I do. But having played, I think he's played 125 times in League One at 21 years of age for Marseille. So he's probably a good player. 21, probably coming to you know, ready to step up to the next level. Probably a good signing for Wolves, that one, I'm not going to lie. But I definitely would rather us going to get somebody more experienced like Ruben Neves. That's what we need. We need somebody to slot in and just bed in and have that experience in the Premier League and not have to develop, really. He's already developed in the Premier League and now he's just getting better and better and better, like a fine wine over the next 6 years. That's Ruben Neves. So we need him. We need him. Get in there. Let's all laugh at Liverpool with their shite business as well. Absolutely, Rushman. Absolutely. They have had a bit of a crap window so far. But arguably, they didn't need to do all that much. Their front three's pretty damn good. Their midfield is set. And their defence now with Konate coming in is better. And if Virgil van Dijk comes back just as good as he was before, then I think they'll be really good this season. I think they'll be very, very good. Okay, so let's all laugh at Liverpool with all their business, though. That is a good point. I want to laugh at Arsenal's business as well, you know. You can criticise United all you want, but we've done the best business in this window by a mile. Well, some other clubs have done good business, to be fair. Like West Ham have done really good business this summer. They signed some good players. They obviously... and also Aston Villa. Aston Villa have done some great business this summer. They signed a bunch of good players after getting that money from Grealish, of course. Chelsea have done some business, but Arsenal was shite. Liverpool haven't done much business. I mean, the business that Arsenal's done, they've spent a lot of money, but just who they've got in return for that money is an absolute joke. They've spent way more money on the gash players that they've bought in, like people like Nuno Tavares and Odegaard and Ben White. Fucking Ben White. Just huge amounts of money they're paying for players, bang average players coming in. So they've had a nightmare of a window. Whereas United, you look at United's window, we've signed 3 top-class players in this window. You can't really ask for more. Even if this window was to slam shut now and we didn't sign a midfielder, it would still be an 8 out of 10 window for me. Rate the window out of 10, guys. What do you think? It'd still be an 8 out of 10 window for me. You can't really grumble at that. We've improved almost everywhere. It's just that if we want a 10 out of 10 window, if we really want to have that team capable of winning everything, we do need a quality midfielder. Yes, so also more details coming out about the Daniel James deal. Swansea will net a windfall of up to 1.8 million from the Daniel James deal to Leeds because Man United are owing a sell-on clause entitling them to 15% of the profit of any future sale negotiated. So yeah, it's understood about 10 million quid worth of profit, whatever it is. So they've ended up with a fair share. Swansea getting a bit of money from the James deal too there. More details coming out about that one. Let me get back into the live comment section for a bit, guys, and see what you legends got to say for yourselves. Do get involved. Everybody's welcome here. If you're wondering why you can't comment, it's because you just need to be subscribed for 1 minute, and then you'll be able to comment. Griffo says it's an 8 out of 10 window, but double glazed. Gets a 10 out of 10. August Arturia says 8. Dan Sweet says it's a 6 right now. Bang on 8, says Maurice. Alex says it's an 8. Adrian says it's an 8. Edward Me says it's a 7. Maxi says it's a 6. The Conqueror says it's a 9. So thank you everyone who's voted. There's a lot of people giving their say. Everybody with a reasonably high number, though. None of us are looking at this window going, oh, this is an absolute stinker. You remember last summer? Last summer was an absolute joke how we didn't bring the players in. That's classic Glazer shite for you. Donny van der Beek came in, of course, and we did, Tellez deal, and, but largely we didn't invest enough in the key areas. We didn't get that centre back in last summer. That was a shite window. This window is quite the opposite. It's a very, very good window. Gatlin the Gossip says it's an 8. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's an 8. If we signed Neves, it would be a perfect 10 of a window. It really would. Maybe with a 1 or 2 going out as well. If Lingard's gone out, then you could say that. Real Madrid's Casemiro says, at this stage, I'd pretty much take anybody, mate, in that position. Thank you very much, Belly says, vote for Pig in the Content Creator Awards. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if one of the mods could just bang the link in there. That'd be appreciated. Harvage Whaler, hello to you with a 40 rupee super chat. Thank you so much, Harjif Whaler, for getting in here, man. He sent a super chat that says 7.5 out of 10 window. Yeah, so you know, similar sort of vibe. Very good window for us, but not perfect. Not a perfect window. If it's to be a perfect window, we have to address all the problem areas. Calvin Phillips would also be a good signing, I think, Kang-Ha. Yeah, there's some links to Calvin Phillips. I don't believe them. I don't think they're that true. But you never know. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if United just randomly plucked out a player from thin air, whether it's somebody that's not even really linked to us right now. You know, like we have this Ruben Neves link, but who's to say we couldn't just go and randomly sign, you know, Basuma from Brighton or Dennis Zakaria or something truly random. Varane for party, says Maxi. That's wishful thinking there from Arsenal fans, isn't it? Real Madrid have Camavinga. Yes, they do, Jalen Williams. He's moved there on a 6-year contract, tying him down into his 24 years of age, by which time I'd imagine he'll probably be one of the best midfielders in the world just based on potential. What a signing that is. I'm a little bit disappointed with Man United. I know earlier on that we knew that Camavinga wanted to go to La Liga, and that's a fair point. But we still had an opportunity to sign the guy. I'm sure we could have turned his head if the offer was good enough, if an offer actually did come in. But it didn't. So it's a shame. We could have tried a little bit more there, just like we could have tried more with Saul, who's ended up going to Chelsea for $5 million on loan this season. Oh, okay, you just tried to vote. There it is, by the way, guys. You can't find it on the drop-down. Okay, so it's in the small independent creator category. So there's a few different video categories, and the award thing that I'm up for is a small independent video creator. Independent video creator category. So if you go on that one, I'll put it in the live chat here, actually. Thank you very much there, Kayam. And if you click that link, it will take you to the page and it says best in video. And then down at the bottom there on the best in video section, it says creators/vloggers. And you just enter Flying Pig United, scroll down and click vote now. If you could all do that, guys, I know some of you have only just got in here for the first time, but I am actually nominated for a football content award this year. And the only way we're going to get maybe an award is if you guys vote. So please do us a massive favour. If you enjoy this show whatsoever, please do give us a vote in the link in the top of the live chat there for the best independent creator at the Football Content Awards. Thank you very much. Right, anyway, Fred could improve Arsenal's midfield, says the Conqueror. Yeah, definitely. Anybody, Phil Jones could improve Arsenal. 7.2 says Vinny Leonard. Thank you, Virtual Mookie, says you are a legend. No, you, sir, are a legend, Mr. Virtual Mookie, mate. Thank you very much. If we weren't going to sign a midfielder, we shouldn't have loaned out Garner, says Andrew Stewart. Spot on, yeah. My gut feeling, though, still, and I agree with the live chat here with the poll and the vote, 67% say yes, we will sign Neves. I agree that we're still going to do the business. Look at Wolves scratching around for a midfielder. Look at that. That's an indicator. Last night, the bookmakers had slashed the odds that Ruben Neves was going to be a United player come the end of the window. So thank you for subscribing, Manok Cobain and Gavin Harner and ATC and Mamu Jabbar and Murali. Absolute legends climbing aboard the Bacon Express. Welcome in. Welcome in. Get in there, Batman Night Van voted for me. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much for voting, bud. Bex 1989, how are you doing? Dan James could be Arsenal's best player, says Stewie Pope. I'm loving the burn on Arsenal right now, guys. I must say, I'm absolutely bloody loving it. What a burn on Arsenal. Arsenal have had a nightmare of a window. They just spent like the biggest investment they've had for years, and they're still a bloody laughing stock. Literally 20th at the foot of the table going to the international break after 3 games with 0 points, -9 goal difference, not having won the league since 2004, not having ever won the Champions League. They're an absolute meme club. Thank you very much for voting. Seriously, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. Yes, so, okay, yes, absolutely, great stuff here. Check this out. Yes, Anthony Martial rejects a loan offer from Lyon. And breaking news, Wolves are confident of closing a deal for Boubacar Kamara, according to La Provence in France. Okay, fair enough. I'm not too sure about this source, but we do know that they're interested in him. So fair play, though, fair play. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. That's brilliant. I really hope that happens. It's just, would mean that we're more likely to sign Ruben Neves, guys. Okay, back into the live chat, guys. Cal Payne says, to be fair, we have all criticised United for always signing our second and third options. If we are holding out for the Rice next year and he's Ollie's number 1, then the club is surely turning a corner, no? Yeah, but it's going to delay us for another year, though. Like, we don't want to have Fred in the centre of the park for another year. Like, in my opinion, get all the puzzle pieces in so we can then start assembling the puzzle. No point starting to assemble the puzzle if you can't finish it off. And that's sort of how we are right now. We need to get a midfielder in to improve us so we can maybe win the league. We've got a great squad that could win the league anyway, but you look at how we played in the last 2 games in particular, it's a big concern. That midfield is shite, guys. It's not good enough. Whatever combination you put in there, we haven't seen Donny yet. I don't know why, but we haven't seen Donny. But whatever combo that Solskjaer's used, whether it's McFred or whether it's Fred and Matic or whatever, it's just been absolutely bloody shite. So far, well, certainly in the last 2 games against Southampton and Wolves, the performance from the midfield was very poor. So it's a problem area for us. It's all well and good having Cristiano Ronaldo, the Don up top there, but if he's not getting any service, then it's going to be a problem. So definitely need to get a midfielder in. Next season will not be good as Pogba is going to leave, says Adil Khan. Why hasn't he signed a new contract yet, Adil? Pissing me off, that is, guys. Pissing me off. Would have thought that would have been wrapped up by now. I'm very annoyed about that, guys, because the longer this runs on, the more speculation and doubt there is about Pogba's commitment to the team, and the more chance that we lose him for nothing in the summer of 2022. He could sign a pre-contract term deal in January with another club. PSG is supposed to be interested. PSG are just assembling this ridiculous Galactico team. They might come and knock it in January for him, sign him up to a pre-contract term, especially if, Mbappe's going out of the club as well. It's possible, isn't it, guys? It's possible. I wouldn't rule it out. We know how much of a grubby agent, Raiola is. We know how he advises his players. He's interested in a move. He doesn't want to sign a new contract at Man United on the money we want to pay him. He wants them to go to PSG and not pay a transfer fee, so they're more likely to pay a big wages boost and also signing on fee boost and also a big fat boost for Mino Raiola's agent fee. That is what he's hoping for, because they can ask for much more money if there's no initial 40, 50, 60, 70 million pound fee for Man United for somebody to buy Pogba from us. So I think that they could be holding out until the summer just to leave on a free. I wouldn't rule it out. It's not the first time. Pogba actually left Manchester United on a free before. So it wouldn't be the first time. I'm a little bit concerned about that. But you know what? Let's ask the live chat. Do you think Pogba signs a new contract? Yes or no?
Get in there, my son.
Shout out to some new subscribers. Nui Tobaspawn. We've got Always Reman and Hannibal and Neon and Tira. Hello as well. Thank you for getting it. And Posty Football and Rudzani Ralifada as well. Get in there, you legends. Nice one. PSG signing all these players, yet Poch will still only guide them to second, says Hell Professor Mate. Pochettino, what an absolute melt. I'm so glad we didn't get Pochettino, guys. I know there were so many people wanting Poch. He got sacked off from Spurs. And I think, losing the League One last season and last season, it's a shocker, mate. Even if he just come in, it's a shocker, mate. It's a bloody Farmers League. If you can't win that with that set of players, it's a joke. But with the team they got now, Messi and stuff, I mean, crikey, they got to win it by 30 points, don't they? Lots of yeses coming in the live chat. You Call Me Nighthawk says 43.1k subscribers. Get in there. Welcome aboard. Your Absolution, I bloody hope so. If he goes, we will be so much worse off, says Your Absolution. Neves is here, we go. My sources can confirm, says the Conqueror. I really hope you're right, the Conqueror. Look, we have to wait and see. We have to play the waiting game. We've only got what? It's literally 10 past 7 now. The window shuts at 11 p.m, lads and lasses, so still much time for Manchester United to do a bit of business before the end of the close of the window. It's unlikely, but you just never know. You never know. We're all feeling positive about it. Hell no, Pogba is out of it. ASAP, says Jarvis Cocker. Thank you very much, Cuz2490. Much love to you too. Big God Bob, channel member legend, says Phil Jones currently being loan offered out to pub clubs. All have currently refused, says Big God Bob. Currently loaned out to the Dog and Duck, and they've said, nah, sorry. That is quality. Adnan T says, no wonder Farmers League sick from Europe. It is. It's a terrible league. It is actually not a good league. This is why I've said the Messi deal is a crap deal for Messi. It's a crap bit of move for him. It adds nothing to his legacy whatsoever. He's a player that wants to, end his career, and that we'll be arguing for, until we're dead about Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi, who was the greatest player of all time. And Ronaldo coming to United, let's say he wins a couple of Prems here. Let's say he does indeed, win the Champions League. I'm not saying that's going to happen. That means something because it's playing in the Premier League. The Premier League, of course, is, that's a hugely hard domestic league to win. Whereas Messi winning and walking the Farmers League every single year over there in League One, that don't impress me much, guys, in the words of Shania Twain. It's fucking garbage, really. It's a garbage league. And if Messi wins the Champions League with PSG, fair enough. That adds to his legacy. But unless he does that, it's a bad move. It's just a money move. Ronaldo's so bossed it here with this move, by the way. He's so picked the perfect club to come to. He's absolutely loved. It's the perfect club. He's got chances of winning stuff. United are back on the ascendancy. He could be literally just a huge part, a catalyst of dragging us forward as well to winning it. The recent update, Bichel Maracini. Okay, let me just run through the update very quickly for everyone who's getting in here. If you are just getting in, leave a cheeky little like and hit that sub button. Get involved in the chat. Everybody's welcome to have their say as we go along. I'll try to read as many comments out as possible. But just to give you the latest rundown of the news, Martial is definitely staying, by the way. We just had another source to say that Martial is definitely staying. There was a loan offer from Lyon, supposedly rejected by Martial earlier on today. Daniel James has signed for Leeds for £25 million. 23-year-old winger joins on a 5-year contract. That's another big story of the day. We knew about that last night anyway. Wolverhampton Wanderers have entered negotiations and have made an offer for Marseille's Boubacar Kamara, a 21-year-old central defensive midfielder who could potentially be a replacement for Ruben Neves, which is just an excellent bit of news for us because it just increases the likelihood that they're trying to get somebody because they're worried about Ruben Neves being sold by the end of tonight. They were also trying to bring in Renato Sanches on loan earlier on as well, another Portuguese midfielder, but we know that that deal is now dead in the water. We understand he's got an injury, actually, Renato Sanches, which is why it's not happening. We thought it was initially down to differences in fees and things like that. So there you go. So that's the big news there for Wolves and possibly Ruben Neves coming in the opposite direction. Chelsea have signed Saul, guys. Chelsea have signed Saul. That is, here we go, done deal. Unfortunately, let me just get that up just to show you once again. But yeah, that is unfortunately, that's a really good bit of business by Chelsea. They've signed Saul from Atletico Madrid on a season-long loan, €5 million fee, just until the summer 2022. We don't know if there's an option to buy in the contract or anything at this stage. As you can see from this update here, it just simply says final details and the deal will be announced soon. Difficult deal, but finally set to be completed. So here we go on that one. Saul is going to be a Chelsea player. We've missed out there. He would have been a great addition for Manchester United, and especially when you look at the terms of the deal, it only being a loan deal, like we could have afforded that. There's no good reason for us to get stitched up on that deal, really. So if we do end the deal, if we do end the window with no midfielders, the Glazers had their pants pulled down and they've bottle jobbed it, basically, and so's our recruitment team. Whereas if we do sign Ruben Neves, then you understand why they've not signed Saul. But we need to do that now. Not only just for us, but now look at all the other teams improving as well. They just added yet another good midfielder that was a target for us. We've got to respond. Just like when we heard City were interested in Ronaldo, or that he was being offered to City, we had to respond to that too. We have to respond to this signing. We've got to get a midfielder in. I'd be so gutted if end of the window we've still got Fred starting in the middle. That'd be a joke, mate. That'd be an absolute joke. It'd be a joke, mate. Ronaldo up top and Fred in the middle. Bloody hell, Cristiano Ronaldo will be out of Manchester as soon as he arrives once he's played a few times with Fred. Okay, look at this as well. More breaking news. So we've discussed this anyway, but just here's a photo for you of another bit of information for a United target. So this guy, he was linked. He's 18-year-old player, of course, from Barcelona, and he has signed now and made a move, as you can see, to RB Leipzig on a 5-year deal. 18-year-old Elax Mariba. He was a target for Manchester United earlier on in this window. We were supposed to be interested in the kid. So that's a shame, but there you go. He's moved to Leipzig on a 5-year deal as well. What's the other updates? Jesse Lingard looks set to stay at Manchester United unless some sort of last-minute loan deal or something can maybe be done. It looks like Jesse Lingard's set to stay, unfortunately. That's another piece of information. Camavinga confirmed by Real Madrid to have signed on a 6-year contract until 2027, I think it is. Yeah, that would be 6 years. So long-term contract. They've signed him up £31 million from Stade Rennes. Also, PSG have signed Nuno Mendes as well. PSG have signed Nuno Mendes. That's another one. Jesse Lingard set to stay. Daniel James goes to Leeds. Swansea get £1.8 million for that because of the sell-on profit clause in the contract there. Kylian Mbappe's deal to Real Madrid is seemingly off. That's another big bit of information we got today, seemingly off. It seems like Real Madrid are happy to wait it out and put in a bid, or not even a bid, but just discuss terms with Kylian Mbappe in January, which isn't that far away, on a pre-contract deal and sign him up for free next summer. That seems what their plan is now. And PSG, surprisingly to me, have not put in any kind of offers whatsoever for, or for anybody else right now. And it seems like they're going to keep Kylian Mbappe up there, which is strange because they're going to lose him for nothing when they could have got, 180 million euros for him. So that's big news. That could all change, though, as I've said, guys. This could just be, the final negotiations, the final, back and forth. Now, we don't want to sell him to you now. Sorry. So just to make Real Madrid cough up a few extra million quid. It could happen, so I wouldn't rule it out just yet. Even though we've heard that it's, it's dead, I still wouldn't rule it out just yet. Also, Lookman has completed his season-long loan move from RB Leipzig to Leicester City, who agreed an option to buy as well. So Ademola Lookman has signed for Leicester City on a season-long loan as well. Reece Williams signed 5-year contract at Liverpool before joining Swansea on a season-long loan. So that's another bit of information there. None of the rest of them are that big in terms of the other done deals. But Mariba to RB Leipzig and Saul to Chelsea is definitely the biggest news of the day, really. Saul to Chelsea on a £5 million loan season-long deal, guys. Pretty good bit of business for them. Babu Naf says, this season's most craziest scene happening with Man City fans. Man City fans have been absolutely done up like a couple of kippers this window, guys, haven't they? Man City fans have been pulled through the ringer and just, pied off. It's been brilliant. What a bit... I still think that was all set up. I still think that they already discussed it with Ronaldo and they just thought, let's just have a bit of fun with City. And let's have a little bit of fun with City and just mug them off in the process, make them look like a right bunch of tits. That's kind of what I think they did, and it worked really well if that was the case. Wow, 1,132 legends in the live stream, guys. Come on. Get in there. What's going on? What's good, people? Have your say in the live chat. I'm going to get into the chat for a bit until we're waiting for more updates and more stuff to happen. So there's the latest goings on right now in the transfer window. We do have speculation that we're going in for Ruben Neves because of Wolves doing business and looking to sign Kamara from Marseille. So we do have some hope that Ruben Neves is signing, and do have a vote at the top of the live chat there and let us know what percentage chance you think he's coming. Hey, we've got another £5 super chat from Rushmano. Thank you very much, bud. He comments and he says, City wanted Kane, Ronaldo, Mendes, and got absolutely mugging him off. Exactly. Who are they going to sign? Who are they actually going to get? Do you think City are going to sign anyone before the end of the window? Aguero left in the summer. They've got Gabriel Jesus up there. He's a very good player, but I don't think he's enough up there for them in terms of firepower over the course of the season. So I do think that they're having a bit of a, they're having a bit of a mare in this window. Nobody wants to sign for City at this point in time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because there's so much competition for places there. It's not that desirable a place to go, because even though you're going to get shitloads of money and challenge for everything and play for Pep, the guarantees are not quite there for game times, I suppose. I don't know what it is, but either that, but City aren't spending right now. Maybe they've just spunked their wad on Grealish, and that's that. But I'm very surprised that there's not more business being done. They've got so much money. They breach financial fair play. They could just go and sign whoever they want right now, can't they? Really? They could just go and put in a bloody £200 million bid for Haaland or anything, I would imagine, because they just don't care. They can just put another sponsorship deal through for their training ground from Etihad Airways and justify it through the books that way, so they don't really give a shit. Simon Cowie, he says, Pig, I said Ronaldo, where's that gone? I said Ronaldo was playing mind games. Yes, you did, Simon. Yeah, I think a lot of you were very astute, actually, on that day when it was first rumoured that he was being offered to City. A lot of you guys did call that we were just mugging City off. So fair play to you guys. And, I couldn't really believe it either. I definitely didn't really believe that he was going to go to City. It just felt like a horrible nightmare. Thankfully, it was a horrible nightmare. Can we buy Quarantine Tolisso as good business? Probably would be decent business, George, but he's not high up on my list of what we need right now, personally. I think I would rather us go get Premier League proven experience. Da Baby says Neves this season, Rice next season. Thank you so much, Matty Rushmano, by the way, for the £5 super chat there. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in there for the lad. Right then. Yeah, so Boubacar Kamara equally unenthused by the prospect of joining Wolves as he was about joining Newcastle United some hours ago, according to L'Equipe. Ah, shit. He wants United, apparently.
Get in there, my son.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so L'Equipe, or however you pronounce it, L'Equipe or whatever in France, i.e., you know, not that reputable of a source most of the time, i.e., let's just put it out there, but, you know, apparently they are reporting that Boubacar Kamara is equally unenthusiastic by the prospect of joining Wolves as he was about joining Newcastle United. Which is a nightmare. Apparently he wants Manchester United. Apparently we've scouted him before as a club. So look, I'm not suggesting that we're going to change our direction to this guy or anything, but I just still hope that Wolves sign him and that increases us getting Ruben. Thank you, Bell691. He says, like, share and subscribe. Cheers, bud. Kang Ha says, no deal for Neves / deal for Calvin Phillips. I don't see the Calvin Phillips thing happening. I think Leeds will want to get rid of their midfielder right now. They probably need to add a midfielder in. Ellie, how are you doing today? How are you doing there? It's pronounced L'Equipe. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to pronounce it L'Equipe. Just so you know. And I'm going to continue to call Marca Marsa as well, just to piss people off. All right? Right, okay, so that's the latest, guys. That is the latest. Hopefully something comes out shortly in regards to United pursuing players. Okay, check this out. Regarding Koundé, all confirmed, no chance for today or tonight. The deal is closed for the Sevilla board. We have an update on Jules Koundé. So lots of news regarding Koundé. Chelsea were linked to him. Some other clubs as well. I think Tottenham have been linked to him. They did sign Romero, obviously, earlier on in the window, though. But he's been linked to a bunch of teams this season, including Manchester United. And it seems like in regards to Jules Koundé, no chance for tonight or today anytime. The deal is closed for Sevilla's board. So it doesn't look like Jules Koundé's going anywhere this summer transfer window, which is good for us because he wasn't going to us. And if he'd had come to the Prem, he might have strengthened one of our rivals. So that's good news. If he stays over at Sevilla, could be an option for us in the future. You just never know. So Jules Koundé looks to be staying at Sevilla at this moment in time as well, guys. That's the latest in regards to him. Aniket Mohan says, getting in here on a sleepy transfer deadline. Sleepy, I don't know if I'd call it sleepy, to be fair. You know, we have actually just signed Ronaldo today, officially. And Daniel James has gone out. No, fair enough. Look, that was done a few days ago. You're right. We need to get somebody in today. CDM Ollie out now, says Irfan Kadili. You what? Even if we don't get a CDM, it's not going to be down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, my friend. No way. It's not going to be down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Check the poll, says Kayam. Let's have a look at the poll then, guys. See how you guys are voting it up. 2,741 votes. How does that even work? It says there's 1,000 people watching. It's just loads of people coming in and out voting and not sticking around, basically. Or people are multi-voting. But either way, do we sign Ruben Neves before the window shuts? The poll as it stands, 69% yes, 31% no. I like that, guys. I like that a lot. What's going on there, Daniela Stewart? She says, you do realise Ronaldo set you guys up. You were never in for him. Then he says he's going to City and United got historical inside him and make him the highest paid player, says Daniela Stewart. Yeah, well, we definitely mugged City off in the end. That's all I know. I was actually having a lot of fun the other day, yesterday, going through some of the comments that were written on some of my Ronaldo videos when the news came about City having the interest in him, and initially we made a video on it, and there's some comments from Leeds fans and City fans and stuff said, can't wait to see the scenes when Ronaldo bangs a hat-trick against you at Old Trafford and rips his shirt off and says, Sue, and all this. And it's just hilarious going back and reading these comments now from those salty City fans who were giving it the big bollocks that they were going to get Ronaldo from us, just for us to absolutely mug them off royally and make them look like a bunch of baldy slaphead pet melts. You know, it was absolutely brilliant. Genius bit of transfer business from United. Absolute genius. What a way to kick your rivals in the bollocks. Not only that, just maybe slow them down a little bit. We actually slowed them down a little bit just for a couple of days in trying to sign a striker or somebody else. We slowed them down a little bit. Very clever. Miss Gucci says Ronaldo 7. I hope he gets a 7. I'm waiting for that announcement. Oh, wow. What? What is that you just sent me, Rushmano? What have you just sent me there to joke about Ronaldo on goal kicks this season? Anyway, talks ongoing. Here we go. We got an update from Fabrizio Romano, guys. Check this out. Another update 58 seconds ago. Here it is, guys. So just a bit of information here. Nothing really to do with United here, but check it out. So as you can see, talks ongoing between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona for Antoine Griezmann comeback. No João Felix or any other player involved. No Dani Olmo for Barca. That could be another huge signing of this transfer window, couldn't it? Griezmann was being linked with them earlier on in the window. They're getting rid of a couple of players, I guess, to get players off the books to be able to do other business in other areas. Antoine Griezmann would be a great signing for them. He'd be an absolutely great signing for them. So, hey, I wonder if that happens before the end of the window. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be quite interesting. The VR Realm, thank you very much for subscribing and hitting that sub button, mate. Get in there. Nice one. Welcome aboard. Welcome in the stream. Akil Raju says, no new signing for United, says Akil. I think we will. I think we will. Thank you, Oi, for subscribing, and Sathip Suku as well. Get in there, you absolute legend. Nice one. So, yeah, we're just waiting for, hopefully a bit of news for United. There's still a lot of time left before the end of the window. I really, truly do believe we will sign somebody before the end of the window, but, it's not guaranteed. I'm probably somewhere along with the live chat right now in terms of percentages. He's like, he's like 60-odd% chance that we do sign somebody, but there's still a significant chance that we don't. Thank you, man like Ryan. I'll get Mr. Rushmano on the case and he'll send me it if it's legit. Rolly, thank you very much. There's 43.2k and counting. I'm telling you, Piggo, 44k. By the end of the day, well, we're finally getting that YouTube algorithm love, baby. Get in there. Thank you, everyone who's joining us. Over 1,000 you legends right here. Yeah, if you're enjoying the show in any way, please do show your support by twatting that thumbs up button on it. Cheeky little free like. And also hit that subscribe button and get involved. Just like Mr. Beanwell Siami, who's just subscribed to the channel as well. Legend. 70% we don't, says Holbutte85. I mean, I don't know about that. The votes had over 3,000 votes now. That's crazy. And lots of people thinking that we do bring him in. Niladri Sekar Dutta says, we are the only left with Neves now after Saul and Camavinga's gone. Definitely, yeah, definitely. Well, Basuma's still an option, isn't he? We haven't talked about Basuma at Brighton because it doesn't seem like there's much choice there or much, concrete movement there at all or interest from United. But there should be, in my opinion. Basuma is just as good a signing as Ruben Neves in most ways, He's definitely great on the ball still, but he's also maybe more defensively sound. His ball recoveries and just winning the ball off the opposition. Very impressive stats last season for Brighton. He would be exactly the right sort of signing because he's young as well. 24, same sort of age as Ruben Neves. He also has that same pedigree in the Premier League, having actually had some Premier League experience, which is big. So I think that would also be a great signing. There's a couple of possibilities. Plus, he would not break the bank either, in my opinion. That's less likely, though, at this stage. That's less likely unless maybe, I don't know, let's say a Jesse Lingard Brighton swap deal was on the cards. Or we give them Lingard on loan for the season with an option to buy and they sell us Basuma. I could see something like that being done before the end of the window. But most likely, it's Ruben Neves. Wolves are working on a midfielder. We've got that Portuguese connection there. We're crying out for that comfortable playmaker of a player that can just tick things over like a metronome in the centre of the midfield. And that is Ruben Neves for us as far as I'm concerned. The VR Realm, hello to you, mate, with a £2 super chat. Thank you very much for getting in here with your say. He comments and he says, Ander Herrera on loan for temporary CDM fix. I'd take it. Wow, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, would I take Herrera back at the club? I suppose I would on loan. I don't know if he'd be the perfect fix for the CDM position anyway, I'm not going to lie. But I would take him back on loan, I suppose. We're light in that midfield area. He was a good player for us. Again, I don't think he was a great player for us. He's not Scholes, he's not Keno, he's not that level of player. He's a good player. He did try hard for us. I was always happy with his commitment at United. Out of all the midfield players at the time, he definitely seemed to try the hardest and was the most consistent for us. So I did like him. But again, was he really good enough for Man United? Was he really good enough for Man United? I kind of don't think so. But then again, our midfielders that are currently here are arguably also not good enough for Man United. And maybe he would be a better option for us. So fair enough. Fair point, the VR realm there, yeah. Just one fucking piece of the puzzle. Absolutely, Finny. It's like, I don't know, buying a jigsaw puzzle from down to the local Oxfam charity shop or something. and it says 99p, you think you're getting a good deal. You get home, and there's one piece missing after you spent all day long assembling it because it's a bloody second-hand goods. You know, that's what it feels like right now if we don't sign a midfielder. It feels like we just built a whole puzzle, but not put in the final piece because we haven't got it. Daniel, Tommy, any news for us today? Well, Dan James has been sold. Ronaldo was confirmed this morning, and it looks like we're moving on Ruben Neves. Well, not moving on him, but working on Ruben Neves right now, and they're also working on a replacement. Malps comments and says, Basuma is the guy that I would take at United, says Malps. Absolutely spot on. Moartes BNY, do you know Hannibal Mejbri? I do know Hannibal Mejbri, not personally, but I know of him as a player. Looks like a very, very good young player for us. Could be a great player in the future. Cheers, Danny Walsh and Seamus Woodlock for hitting that subscribe button, mate. Anders on 250k per week at PSG Piggy. Yeah, I've heard that Black Diamond. It's crazy money, mate, to play a player like that. He's bang average. He's not worth 250k a week. He's worth 150k a week. I pay him 150k a week, but any more than that does not represent good value for United, I'm sorry to say.
Get in there, my son.
Real Madrid's Casemiro would be cool. Yeah, a bit older now, but still, you know, good player. Any news about Neves? Nothing official at the moment. Bichal Maracini. Seems like they're trying to do business. Like, this is the update from Wolves, right? So earlier on today, they were trying to get Renato Sanches in on loan. You know, another Portuguese midfielder potentially to replace Ruben Neves there or bolster their options should Ruben Neves be sold. That's broken down. He's not going anywhere. Renato Sanches is not going anywhere, it seems. He's got an injury. That they were working on that. They also were supposed to have some interest in this Leicester City's Hamza Chowdhury as well. But it seems like the player that they've moved on is Boubacar Kamara over at Marseille. Boubacar Kamara, who is a 21-year-old defensive midfielder who's played 125 games in League One up until this point. And I think it would be a decent fit for Wolves and a good signing. We've actually scouted him over the last 12 months, supposedly United have. And, so he's on our radar as well. But Wolves going in for him, that only increases the likeliness that they would sell us Ruben Neves because they're looking for a replacement in that position. So that's the latest on Ruben Neves. That's all we've got to go on right now. Lots going to happen between now and the end of the window. You know, I'm not going to tell you definitely we're signing anyone because, you know, we've already done a lot of business and it would not surprise me in the least if we didn't finish the puzzle. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if we didn't finish the puzzle. So there you go. Okay, so more informazione. Agent Bruno Fernandes urged to work Cristiano Ronaldo magic again with Ruben Neves. Bruno urged to contact Neves' agent. Go on, Agent Bruno. Get in there, lad. Come on, let's get those suitcase emojis in the live chat. Let's send in Agent Bruno, mate. Go on, get on the old Portuguese blower, my son. and let's get him in. Let's get him in. I like it. Agent Bruno doing bits. Masterminding the Ronaldo move. Yes, Bell691 wants a shout out to the guy that was the 800th like. Holy crap, we're 800 likes in. That is sick. Guys, thank you very much. Can we get 1,000 likes on this stream? I mean, can we? Can we get 1,000 likes on this stream? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is stay on until about 8 p.m. and then I'll be back on at 9 p.m. with the evenings, you know, until late, probably until midnight. Or I could just stay on in one go, actually. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. It's quite... Yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by here. We'll see what happens in regards to the news and stuff. Is it loan to buy, says Oliver Hunter? Ruben Neves, you mean? Don't... if it's in... Sorry, if you're talking about in regards to Ruben Neves, we haven't got any information about any offer whatsoever. If you're talking about Saul to Chelsea, that is a loan. We don't know if it's loan option to buy just yet or if it's just a season-long loan with a fee. I'd imagine it'd probably be a season-long loan with an option to buy, I would imagine. Yeah, Nick Hill Sinde says, hi, can we sign Hossein War in the last minute of the transfer deadline? Dude, I'm hearing a lot of stuff about Hossein War. Tottenham supposedly interested in signing the guy. Arsenal supposedly interested in signing him. United don't seem to be interested in signing him right now. It doesn't seem to be on our radar, but you just never know. Batman Night Fan, what's going on, bud? Can you please tell him Pig Cavani changed his Instagram account to Cavani21? I think somebody told me this earlier, right? And I was like, oh yeah, look at that. And and then somebody told me that it was already 21 because that's the number he wears for Uruguay or something. So it did seem like, you know, on the face of it, Daniel James loses his shirt number by being sold. 21 becomes available and somebody tells you Cavani's changed his thing to Cavani 21. You kind of think that that's the case. But actually, I think that was already the case. I could be wrong, but somebody confirm that for me? Was he already Cavani21 on Instagram? I think he was. So somebody will tell me that. I don't know. Maybe that was wrong as well. I have no idea. I actually have no idea about that. I'm waiting official confirmation. I'm not going on what I know about the shirt numbers now. I'm not going on any BS sources or anybody coming in the live chat saying he's been given this and that. Sorry, I'm waiting for a proper, official, reputable source to say, even Manchester United would be the nicest one. ManUnited.com, news update, bang, Ronaldo's got the 7, Cavani's got the 21. Then I'll quite happily tell you that that's the case. Rushmana, we've got 43.3 subscribers now. Wow. Absolutely hundreds of you getting in here for today's show. Thank you for climbing aboard the Bacon Express and getting involved and having your say. Everybody's entitled to their say. It's a fully interactive show. Get your thoughts, opinions in. We want to hear from you. What is going on at this moment in time with your opinions on Man United's window? Do you think it's a failure of a window if we don't sign him? Oh, look at this as well. Thank God we've not signed him. Let's take a look at this. So Jerome Boateng joins Olympic Lyon as a free agent, guys. Contract agreed and medical completed a few minutes ago. Done deal and confirmed. Let me get this up. New transfer update for you. Done deal. And it is a here we go situation, lads and lads. Well, actually, no, not a here we go situation just yet. Not just yet, my bad. But very soon. So this is the latest update, guys, from Fabrizio Romano. As you can see, he's just tweeted out and says, Jerome Boateng joins Olympic Lyon as a free agent. Contract has been agreed and medical completed a few minutes ago. Done deal and confirmed. So that was a player that was also linked to Manchester United. Maybe a bit over the hill, maybe a bit injury prone, whatever. So probably just as well that we haven't ended up with him. I'm not bothered about that one whatsoever. His IG handle was always with the 21, says Aniket Mohan. That's what I thought. You can see why you would think that, though, right? Because I did not know Cavani's Instagram handle at all. I just assumed it would be like Cavani7 or something right now, right? But, you know, I didn't know that. And obviously somebody came in and said that it's changed it to 21. It's believable, isn't it, once Daniel James has been sold? So there was about a 30-second period where I thought that was the case, that Ronaldo must have been handed the 7 and Cavani given the 21. But actually, no. Cavani's Instagram's always been Cavani21. So that's just fake news. That's fake news. Black Diamond Devils Inc. says, if Man United addressed the DM situation today, then it would be a perfect window. No excuses. And to be clear still, hashtag Glazers out. A solitude, great transfer window can't repair the years of gross incompetence. 100%. 100% Black Diamond Devils. Yeah, let's get those hashtag Glazers out in there, actually, guys, you know, because you're right about that. This is one transfer window and they've had to do it because they put us in a shite situation as a club over their ownership of the club. They also took us into the Super League and were prepared to throw away our history for money. They stood to make 4 billion or something ridiculous out of that deal, and they would have done it. If they would have been allowed to have done it, make no mistake, they would have done it. If United fans didn't have the backlash, if we didn't surround Old Trafford and stop them playing Liverpool, etc., maybe they would have proceeded with that and we wouldn't be even in the fucking Premier League right now, guys. Could you imagine that? That's what they would have done if it was up to those twats. So don't ever forget that. That is a disgusting thing that they've done as owners, and they deserve to be, you know, to have us say Glazers out until they are out of this football club, if you ask me. Even if they do sign these players, this is the bare minimum of what we should be doing as Man United. We should be one of the biggest, best clubs in the market, in the transfer window every single summer. That's just how it should be, because of the fan base, because of the support, because of how much money is generated from our fan base and also commercially from this club that shouldn't just be used to service debts and interest payments and suck money out to feed your bloody, you know, grandkids, kids. One day down in the future. But no, it should be used to actually benefit and reinvest into United, whether that's improving all the facilities, the stadium, the recruitment process, the youth network. Absolutely everything should be improved at United. And unfortunately, you know, this is just the face of United. They're papering over the cracks with these transfers. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're still milking us dry, I'm sure. This is a business move by them. They're businessmen. Their stock's gone up hundreds of millions overnight with the Ronaldo deal. This window has made them money. It's not cost them money, really. It's made them money. And it will continue to make them money because there'll be extra millions of eyes on Man United's games every single week. Extra millions of pounds worth of merch being bought by fans around the world who love Cristiano Ronaldo and Varane and Sancho and all these guys that they've bought and will buy huge amounts of merch, and they'll line their pockets even further. So Yeah, Glazers out, green and gold, till the club is sold. Fuck those guys. But you got to say, they've done well in signing players. They have done well signing players this window. Credit where credit's due. They haven't done great getting players out of this club. And, you know, that's the problem for us. But they've done good getting them in. Sunset Boulevard says PSG rejected 289 million from Madrid for Mbappe. Wow, I don't know if it was that much, was it, Sunset Boulevard? But still, crazy amount of money that they were offered and they've rejected it. I don't understand it. It's a flex from PSG. Kang Haas says Daniel James exchange for Calvin Phillips, Man United done deal. Dude, that would be a banger, wouldn't it, out of left wing? That would be a banger. But yeah, Rushmano says no fake news, guys. Yes, please don't get the fake news in. Just so you know how this works. You see Rushmano, one of my moderators there, guys. He's actually got a transfers page, UTD_transfers on Twitter. And he's a long-time Man United season ticket holder. He's got lots of connections at the club. And also, he does a lot of great research for me as well. And he will vet everything that is mentioned on this live chat. He will have a quick look and help me out because he's an absolute legend. Just to make sure that stuff is legit. So even if you do hear stuff, you know, it's got to go through Rushmano first anyway, guys. I'm not just going to read something out on here, you know, and say that it's gospel. It's got to be checked out because, you know, we don't want to put any misleading information out there. This isn't a bullshit clickbait, gash, misleading channel. This is just you know, this is just to give you the news and the facts. Oliver Hunter, what's going on? Oliver Hunter, he says, just subscribe, let's go. Thank you very much for getting in here, bud. Gotham Gaming, hello, says Neves will make United top. That's all we need, isn't it? Creative player, somebody who can get all the rest of them going. Like, it's all well and good wanting to destroy in midfield, but how about somebody who can just win the ball back, or when he gets the ball, he gets his head up and he can play a nice raking pass, or he can play a lovely through ball, or he can just play the right simple pass to a teammate to allow them to go and create. We have wonderful players in the team. All we need is somebody winning the ball back and giving it simply to Pogba, Bruno, playing it down the wing, getting players off and away. That's all we need. We need a deep line playmaker to do that, and we've got all the attacking talents in the world to rip teams to shite. PSG needs to lose. I do love Messi, but those owners at PSG have too much money. They're a disgrace, aren't they? They're actually a disgrace, man. I don't understand how they can justify any of their signings, really. It's a disgrace. A guy like Declan Rice would help. Definitely, Charles. Yeah, he would also be a good signing. I'd like to see us sign him, but the problem is he's too much money. The Conqueror says, any news? How long have you been here, The Conqueror? Do you want me to give another update? Or just like go through everything that we've covered? There's nothing else, I don't think, coming just in the last few minutes. Oh, okay, actually there is. So Barcelona and Atletico Madrid are now closing in on an agreement for the transfer of Antoine Griezmann. Deal talks moving to finalisation, according to Sky. So that's quite interesting, guys. We talked about that a little moment ago, that's back on now. Oh, what's this as well? Fabrizio Romano. Hang on a second, guys. We've got another update here. Check this out. Wow. Like I said, they're trying to do some bits this summer. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Hang on a second, wait. Oh, wow, okay. So basically what's happened is Nicolas Tagliafico from Ajax will not join West Ham, never been close. The Argentinian left-back is staying at Ajax, so I also misread that for a second there. So I thought it said that West Ham were going to sign Tagliafico, but they're not. He is now officially staying. This is from Romano. Tagliafico will not join West Ham. Hey, it seems like West Ham are trying to do a little bit of business, doesn't it? They're linked with another player. They've just signed Vlasic for quite big money. I still hold out a tiny little bit of hope that Jesse Lingard is going to go to them this window in some capacity, because I don't think we should keep him at the club. It would be a shame if he stays here because he's just taken up resources and taken up a place in the team that somebody else could have. And we could use that cash to generate some money to go and sign Ruben Neves. Jesse's on 100-odd K a week. It's too much money for a guy like that. So it really does make sense for United to cash in and get him off the books somehow. So still holding out a tiny hope. But as we know right now, the latest updates are that no, he is not going anywhere. I'll just do a quick rundown then. There's 1.2K legends in here. So I'll just do a quick rundown for everybody that's just getting in. So big stories of the day. Leeds have signed Daniel James for 25 million from United. Wolves are working on Boubacar Kamara from Marseille in a deal to potentially replace Ruben Neves, it seems, at this moment in time. Renato Sanches is off the table for them right now due to an injury. So that's not happening. Chelsea have signed and confirmed Saul from Atletico Madrid. Saul Niguez has signed for £5 million fee up front on a season-long loan. Really good signing for Chelsea. Pissed off about that one. Madrid have confirmed, of course, Eduardo Camavinga signing for 6 years on a 6-year deal. There's no mention of a fee at the moment in the statement from Real, but we understand that it's around about 31 million euros to Stade Rennes, which is chump change really for a young player like that who's going to be one of the best in a few years. PSG have signed Nuno Mendes on loan with an option for a permanent move. Jesse Lingard set to stay at West Ham at this moment. Sorry, set to stay at Manchester United this time amid interest from West Ham. Swansea got 1.8 mil from the Daniel James deal. Also, what are the other headlines? Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid seems off at this moment in time. Seems like they pulled out of the deal. Real Madrid and PSG have basically said, no, they're not selling him right now. So even though they've offered hundreds of millions for him, they don't seem to want to sell him, even though he can sign with them on a pre-contract deal in January and join them next summer for nothing. So I still think that might change in the last few hours. But that's also a huge story right now, is that Kylian Mbappe is not looking like he's joining Real Madrid at this moment right now. Also, RB Leipzig has signed Ilaix Mariba from Barcelona. The young 18-year-old was a target for Manchester United earlier on in the window. They have completed the signing of Ilaix Mariba on a 5-year contract. Yes, what else is there? Wolves have ended their talks with Leo over Renato Sanches. It seems like Tony Martial also will be staying at the club. Supposedly there was a loan offer this morning from Lille for Tony this season, and Leon. And he's turned it down. He doesn't want to go to Lyon. That was the rumour this morning anyway. And it seems Real Madrid are very confident of signing Kylian Mbappe on a pre-contract deal in January instead. Maybe this is just adding pressure right now to try and get the business over the line. Jerome Boateng joins Olympic Lyon as a free agent. Contract agreed and medical completed a few minutes ago. Done, in and confirmed. That's basically all the latest stuff going on right now. Oh yeah, and Jules Koundé to Chelsea being off. That whole deal was supposed to be, possible. Jules Koundé was a target for a few teams in England, and it does seem like that deal is now off. Jules Koundé will be staying at Sevilla for the rest of the season. And as I say that, we got an update. We just got an update from a minute ago from Mr. Fabi. We'll just get that up on the screen for you guys, just to give you the news there as well. So just literally a minute ago, he's come and he said this, which just confirms what we've said, which is that the deal is indeed now off. As you can see, between Jules Koundé and Chelsea, it's now officially off. He's staying at Sevilla. No agreement, no intention to negotiate, and no clause matches. So not going to happen, guys. Jules Koundé not going to Chelsea now, it seems. That's good. That's good for us, because I think he is a really good player. Plus, I could actually see Jules Koundé being a target for Manchester United down the line in a year or two, maybe. Omar says these mother chuffing Glazers can't do anything right. Ruben Neves is a Red, says X-Zone United. I hope you're right, pal. I hope he's coming in, mate. That's who we need, isn't it? So there's the latest updates, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new. Get involved, get your thoughts and opinions in. Vincent says Flying Pig United has been sold to Chelsea TV because ratings are so low they need them to go up higher. Vincent Bullock, you legend. Nathan Malafi says Man United really need a CDM or we will be competing for the FA Cup. Wouldn't be good enough, would it? Just an FA Cup win or a League Cup win? It wouldn't be good enough. Maybe if we just lost the title and we had a good run in the Champions League and we won the FA Cup, that would be just about an acceptable season. But I think, with the investment that we've made, with the players we've signed, we should be challenging for everything. I really do believe that. It's time to kick on as a club. Solskjaer's done well last few seasons, getting us cemented and finished third and second. But now it's time to win some things. With this squad of players, the pressure on Solskjaer's immense. He has to perform. He's got to get... You can't have Ronaldo in the team and all this bevy of talents that we got. Pogba and Bruno Etal, the centre-back we just signed, and all these guys. You can't have all them and not perform. So you can't have performances like against Wolves or against Southampton. I know we got the result against Wolves, but let's say we didn't. We were a bit lucky in that game. So we got to make sure that we don't bottle this, guys. Shout out to La147, Aravind Uni, Ronin Jaker, Sam Bosco, Rashmat Hady for subscribing to the channel. Get in there. I believe we can get Rice next season. Chelsea can't get another. Sissel Gulbranson says, if you needed to choose, who would you choose to sign? Man United, Mane or Mohamed Salah? So if I had to sign one of the players from Liverscummers, I guess I would go for Mane maybe. But hey, look, let's not talk about that. That's disgusting. Kayam says we've almost got 1,000 likes on the stream. Unbelievable, guys. Thank you for everyone for showing your support with the stream today, guys. Ronaldo is home, CR7. I've just heard from my source, Neves bid is going in at 8 p.m. 30 million plus 5 in add-ons. It's not capped, but it's 90%. Well, that sounds great. That sounds great. That Neves bid is going in at 8 p.m. Ronaldo is home. I hope you're spot on, mate. I really do. I can see us doing it. You know, they are making they are making moves for other players in the window as well to try and bring them in. Jamie Shawcross says Wolves are struggling for goals. Let's stick a bid in for Neves and throw Lingard in for a loan/swap for Neves. Absolutely, absolutely. Busquets would help, says Charles. Cavani Busquets swap. Ramon Games says Neves in. Kante next year. Get him. We got this. Absolutely. Andreas Zambia official. Okay, let me just check this out very quickly. Son Goku Ian 97, thank you so much for the super chat here, bud. Get those watermelon sugar highs in the live chat. He says, Pig, no chance, Neves 3 hours. So proud of you, Pig. You don't think? Stranger things have happened. Deals have been done very quickly. Who remembers Mr. Marouane Fellaini? Who remembers Falcao? You know, these deals can happen. Those, I don't know why we're mentioning that era. That was absolutely shite era. But still, these deals can happen pretty quickly. Look at the Ronaldo deal. That was all done and dusted and announced, really, from like 24 hours of finding out that we were in for him. Or even less than that, really. So things can happen quickly. Things can happen. And that's Ronaldo. Things can happen quickly. Thank you, Son Goku Ian 97. Much love to you, bro. We've got 1,000 likes on the stream. Can we get a cheeky little hashtag 1K likes, please, in the live chat? That is big. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yes, okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my camera off for a minute. I'm still here chatting. I just need to have a cheeky little cigarello while we're here because I'm going to pretty much just stay on all night, I think, guys. This is transfer deadline day. I'm still here chatting with you legends. We're going to cover all the latest news and stuff. So do get your thoughts and opinions in. We'll talk about everything. Jamal Jr.'s on TV, are you? Get in there, you bloody handsome bastard. That's awesome. 1K likes. That is absolutely brilliant, everybody. Absolutely brilliant. Join Neves Manu in time. We're running out of time. That's one thing that we do know. There's not long for us to be able to get this business done. He's going to have to be registered before 11 p.m. tonight. There sometimes is a tiny little bit of time just to announce things after the deadline shut, but it has to be received and signed and delivered, as far as I'm aware, before 11 p.m., guys. So, yeah, literally just a few hours to see us do business for a player like Ruben Neves would be brilliant, but of course, it seriously is in doubt at this moment. We've got another super chat here. Thank you so much from Son Goku 7 as well, with another super chat. He says, Pig, what the hell? Where's my cheeky cigarello? I'm having one too. Get those cigarello emojis in there, mate. We smoking that Man City pack right now. You know what I'm saying? We're smoking that Man City pack. Hey, we've got an update here, guys. Hang on, we got another update. Hold on a second. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Failed bid. What? Hold on a second. No, this isn't. This Barcelona seem to be doing. This is not really that interesting, but still, Barcelona are progressing in negotiations to sign Luke de Jong from Sevilla. Talks now advanced to sign the Dutch striker. Personal terms agreed, and the club close to reach an agreement, lads and lasses. So close to reach an agreement there, guys. It does seem like they maybe had a bid in. Rushy's given me some info to say that Barcelona failed with a Cavani bid. So, you know, this morning we were talking about Cavani and how Barca was sort of interested in bringing him in. Well, it seems like there was perhaps some basis to that, and we're getting some reports and sources saying that Cavani was a target for them and they failed with a bid for him, guys. So that's pretty interesting. Cavani in, says Wakas Akram. Yes, Cavani in would be huge for us. Cavani in or Cavani out, guys? Or should I say stay or go? Cavani stay or Cavani go? What would you guys think? There's no good reason to sell Edinson Cavani, in my opinion, unless you're going to bring in Ruben Neves 100%. You know, I could just about live with seeing Cavani go, aka El Matadore, and he's a brilliant, brilliant player for us, and he was brilliant last year. Great leader, great movement. I wouldn't want to lose that in our team, but I guess I could justify it if we're getting Neves, because as I've suggested, there's actually not that many games for Cavani compared to last season that he can play for us. Sometimes he's out injured, the whole Uruguay connection as well, you know, but also just the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo has come in and taken his place in the team. You know, we might see Cavani played in a wide position. He has done that previously for Uruguay and PSG, but he's getting on a little bit. Can his legs really do that still? I mean, as far as I'm aware, he can, because he just runs around like an absolute madman still and always works his socks off. But you have to say that, you know, his chances are going to be limited now. His role in Manchester United's squad has changed overnight from Cristiano Ronaldo coming in. He's gone from being the main number 9 striker, basically, to, you know, being the second fiddle to Cristiano. And so, you know, that might have a bearing on what happens, but it does seem like Cavani is staying 100%. Alex Metcalf says United have signed Paul Scholes' dad. Imagine if we get Kimmich, says Charles in Duragu. Very, very interesting point. So reports coming out earlier that Manchester United approached Bayern in February of this year and actually did put in an offer for Kimmich. We approached them. This is from the Here We Go podcast, that we approached Bayern Munich in regards to Joshua Kimmich in February. So that is a report we've got as well. Thank you for subscribing, MT48 Rog YT. Hey, Haroli, who do you want to see come in for your team? I want to ask some of the neutrals in here. Smash your team in the live chat. If you're not a Man United fan, then please do smash your team in the live chat and tell me who you want to see your team sign before the end of this window as well. Chuck Lombardo says, Axel Whistle. Cheeky Spliff or Sig Pig, says Chris. It's a Siggy, mate. In fact, I'm going to light it up now. But yeah. Does seem to me like plenty of business still to be done for a lot of teams in this window. Here we go, Neves, says Tyson. Sub to Fine Pig says Piggy, Cavani is one of the top 5 players that scored the most goals in the last 10 years. If you let Cavani go, you're throwing the league or one of the cups away. I'm not so sure I agree with that, Sub to Flying Pig United, because we've just replaced, like you say, one of the best goal scorers of the last 10 years with somebody who's even better. Like, Ronaldo is basically the best goal scorer of the last 10 years. If you look at what he did at Real Madrid and also what he's done in the Champions League, I mean, he's clear and by far away an all-time leading goal scorer in the Champions League. So I know what you're saying, but I don't think we're throwing anything away by having Ronaldo instead of Cavani, because Ronaldo is, if anything, is better. If anything, is better.
Get in there, my son.
What's going on there, by the way? Scott Master HD, Stan Marsh, Rohan Mayer, Jamal Jr., Abdi Basid Fasamo. Thank you guys for getting in and subscribing. We have some information here as well. Mbappe, I don't think that's the case, Jamal. That's wishful thinking from the liver scum, as he says Mbappe's going to Liverpool FC. Mark my words. Real fan, by the way. Fair enough, Jamal, but I actually just don't see that. Real Madrid are super confident of signing him. If it's not going to be before the end of this window, it'll most likely be, you know, in January on a pre-contract deal. Liverpool, would they come in for him? I don't know if they can. Can Liverpool, would they afford to play a player like that? I suppose if he's coming in on a free, it makes sense for all clubs in world football to at least go and have a try and put your best offer on the table in terms of wages. It does make a lot of sense. You want Neves to go to Tottenham, says Haroli. Oh, fair play. Yeah, well, hopefully we get him then. Neves' contract is until 2024, says Kay Slater. So, Mbappe turned down a renewal of his contract, guys. More information coming out here. La Parisienne reporting that Mbappe has turned down a €45 million a year contract, which is also still quite interesting. Wow, okay. Was a short-term deal 2024 in order to fit his long-term ambitions. So some stuff coming out here by La Parisienne. Take it with a pinch of salt, of course. But as you can see, Kylian Mbappe has rejected a new €45 million offer per year, I should say, contract renewal offer from PSG. The deal offered was a short-term deal until 2024 in order to fit his long-term ambitions, but he still rejected it. So a little bit of info coming out there about the Mbappe deal. So seems like PSG super intent on trying to make him stay now, even after Leonardo came out the other day and said they wouldn't stand in his way, but doesn't seem like he's up for playing ball at all. Is Ronaldo in your fantasy team for game week 4? He's not yet, Jamal, but he will be very soon, lad. Super chat here from Kayam. Thank you so much. Oh, Kayam, you're a top lad. Thank you very much, Kayam. He has sent a super chat and he says, vote for Pig in the Football Awards. He deserves it. Oh, thank you, Kayam. Guys, There's a link at the top of the live chat. Kayam's just reminding you, if you click the link at the top, there's a little website. It's called the Football Content Awards, and there's a voting page. If you click on the small creators, video creators / bloggers, and go to the drop-down menu and click Flying Pig United, and then scroll down to the bottom and click Vote Now. That'd be absolutely amazing of you guys, and we might have a chance of winning a cheeky little football blog award, mate. Football Content Award, you never know, for a small independent creator. So that's one of the best ways you can support this show. Also, the best way to support the show, smash the like on the video, give it a share, and subscribe. Yeah, that's right, saying no more incomings or outgoings tonight. Let's have a look at this. So, lots of information tonight. Yes, Samuel Luckhurst alluded earlier on today as well that Manchester United were settled with our business this window. And, you know, that we may not be looking at doing any more business. Solskjaer's relatively happy, signed some big players. And it's also been dependent on some of the outgoings at the football club as well. So there is an issue that's not guaranteed. This is it. It's not guaranteed we sign Neves, but still feeling positive about it myself. Bell6091, you're a fucking hero, Bell. Hi for Venerian, more chance of a McDonald's BAP signing for Liverpool. And it would still do a better job than Mane. Thank you, Jamal. Says, best channel I've watched so far. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Rival Nafater as well. Get in. And Justin Muller. So many legends getting in the live chat tonight. It's unbelievable.
Get in there, my son.
Pig, another David Ornstein update on the Wolves deal with the midfielder. Thank you, Brandon. Let's just take a quick look at this. So definitely some stuff going on. Let's take a look. So this is the midfielder, is it? Boubacar Kamara. There's an update on him from David Ornstein of The Athletic, it seems like. Oh, look at this. Check this out, guys. Oh, this is not good news at all for Man United. Look at this piece of info, guys. This is really not good news at all for Man United. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Latest bit of news coming out. David Ornstein giving us an update and saying, unfortunately for Wolves, the potential signing of Boubacar Kamara has not yet progressed as hoped and is currently looking very unlikely, guys. Looking very unlikely. That is a massive shame. That's an absolutely massive shame to me. Because they don't want to sell Ruben Neves unless they've got some cover, you know? They would be foolish to do that. They would just be weakening their position and weakening themselves significantly if they did indeed do that, unfortunately. To be honest, really deep down, think Ronaldo was our last signing. Save the best to last. Think about it, just sunk in. Says Ronaldo is home CR7. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? Nobody was expecting that Cristiano Ronaldo signing. So just the fact that he became available and we had to invest in him does mean that we probably used some resources that were allocated for other players. But then this is United we're talking about. We've added value to the club by signing him. So there's no good excuse to not go and get a midfielder before the window closes. Look at Saul doing that. Look at Chelsea doing that business for Saul. €5 million on a loan. That's the sort of thing we could have done. There's no good reason for us not getting it. Thank you, Pranet, for voting, mate, in the Football Content Awards. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. And anybody else who voted as well, thank you so much for voting. You're a legend, man. Get it. Ravish says, how to donate money on YouTube. Okay, well, there is a super chat button. There's a little $sign in the bottom corner if you want to send a super chat and have your highlighted comment. Or there's a link of PayPal in the description. But, you know, each to their own. Chuck Lombardo says, Axel Witzel, Pig, what about him? Think he would be a good signing for us, do you, Chuck Lombardo? Mate, I'd bloody take anybody in that sort of position for us right now. I really would. I'd take anyone, mate. I'd take Carlton Palmer out of retirement. It's better than the fucking shite we got right now. Person comments, do you think we will get Neves, Piggy? My gut instinct deep down in the old Piggy sizzling loins tell me, yes, we will sign him because we need him. And we've just seen Chelsea sign Saul. They're having a push at trying to improve their position in every aspect. So why the hell wouldn't we do that? It doesn't make very much sense for me for Man United to not buy a player, you know, when we desperately need him, who could just finish off the puzzle piece and make it so much more likely that we win the league. We've invested so much now. We just need to invest a little bit more, and then we could be that great finished team that we all want. So no good reason for us not to bring in a midfielder now. Oh, no worries, Pranet. Well, you know, it's great to have you in here anyway. You know, I'll read everybody's comments out regardless, so nobody needs to super chat. I'm not all about that life anyway. I like to just interact with the fan base on here, the United fan base, and, you know, have a debate and have a chat and also give you the latest news and stuff. So don't feel bad about it, mate. It's all good. Ravishmon, do you regret the Camavinga deal? I do, yeah. I do regret the fact we didn't have a little pop at him. We could have signed him. He could be one of the best players in the world in a few years, and he could do a role for us now. He's got the potential to be like the next, Paul Pogba for France, mate. He could be a great player, and we're going to miss out. We're going to miss out. We have missed out. He's got a 6-year contract now at Real, so we've big time missed out on him. Okay. Nice. Edinson Cavani's brother has dismissed transfer claims. So Edinson Cavani's brother has dismissed transfer claims and said that there is no chance of Edinson Cavani leaving for now. So that's good news in regards to El Matador. Let's get some El Matador emojis in there for Edinson Cavani. We're better off with him than without him. Even with Ronaldo coming in, even if his chance is going to be limited, even if he does end up going to Uruguay and having to quarantine here or there, we're still much better having Cavani as an option. Imagine having Cavani on the bench to bring on, or imagine the possibility of actually playing both of them together, Cristiano Ronaldo and Cavani up top at the same time. That would truly be, just brilliant for us. That'd be absolutely brilliant for us. We have a CDM in Lindelof, says Kidama Drama fan. Yeah, I know, but it's unproven for us. It's unproven for us. I think it could work too, but it's unproven for us. It's a bit of a risk just to say, we're going to go with Lindelof at CDM. And especially when somebody, is available. So we got another update here as well, guys. Check this one out. Lille midfielder Renato Sanches doesn't want to stay, but he will. He wanted to leave on a high as a League One winner and asked George Mendes to find him an exit. For Wolves, Mendes tried, but it wasn't an easy deal to execute. So, yeah, seems a shame, that one. And it also, like I just said, that report that's just come out about Wolves and their pursuit of Babacar Kamara, that looks like that could be falling down as well. Oh, not looking good, is it? Not looking good all of a sudden. You just never know, but not looking good all of a sudden. Not looking good. Potentially, we could not be signing anybody now, guys. It could be a nightmare, but I hope we do. But Wolves were going to need to replace Ruben Neves if they were going to consider selling him to us, and they haven't. Not at the moment yet, anyway. Ghulam Hussein, hello to you, Ghulam. He says, what are your thoughts on United switching to 5 at the back? So De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Varane, Maguire, and Shaw, Sancho, Pog, Bruno, Greenwood, and Ronaldo. I mean, yeah, at times I think it would be good, Ghulam. A lot of people hate that, don't they? But I don't. I think there's a time and a place to play a defensive formation and a counter-attacking style, away from home at the big teams. It does make sense to set up like that. Don't make yourself play into the opposition's hand and let them cut you open and attack when you're away from home. That's probably why our away form's been so excellent, because we have set up a lot of counter-attacking styles away from home on the road. Sir Alex Ferguson did it, Solskjaer's doing it, and, sometimes we've seen him utilise the 3 at the back against some of the big teams, whether it's PSG or, Man City. So over the last season or two, we've done that. And we've done it to good effect. So I'm not against that. I think we could actually make that work. That sounds like pretty solid back line to me. What about Judy? Sensational for England, says Ashley Singh. One for the future, 100%. I can see Jude Bellingham signing as a Manchester United player in a couple of seasons' time. Dortmund are our feeder club. Let those guys develop for a couple of seasons, then we'll just go and buy him like we do Sancho. That makes a lot of sense for us, really. It's a lot for a 17-year-old to come in and boss that Man United midfield. He might well be good enough, but it's a big risk. He's not physically developed yet where he will be in a couple of years' time. In a couple of years, he'll be a much better player than he is now. No, I don't think Neves will be free next summer, but I think his contract is until at least 2023, maybe even 2024. Waz Beast, he says, just joined the stream. What's the transfer news saying? Extremely disappointed Real Madrid picked up Camavinga. Would have been a great player. Thoughts? 100% agree with you. Yeah, we've lost out on Cama there. He's a good player. If we have a look at the main headlines, I'll just run through it quickly then for you. Daniel James is signed for Leeds, £25 million confirmed this morning. Wolves are monitoring several players this window, trying to bring in some players. They've tried to bring in Renato Sanches. That's fallen down. Also, some reports that this Kamara deal, this other CDM that they're trying to sign, that might not be happening, as you can see in the top right there. That might not be happening, which is a big shame. Chelsea have signed Saul on a season-long loan for $5 million as well from Atletico Madrid. Really, really good bit of business there. Disappointed about that. Madrid confirmed Camavinga on a 6-year deal. Nuno Mendes signs for PSG on a loan with an option to buy. Looks like Jesse Lingard may well be staying at Manchester United right now as well. What other news is there? Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid is off. That's the latest. Also, Elex Mariba, a Man United 18-year-old Barcelona target, has signed for RB Leipzig on a 5-year contract. That's the latest. What else is there? Wolves have ended talks with Lille over the signing of midfielder Renato Sanches after the two clubs failed to reach an agreement for a loan deal. Martial, there was an offer for Tony Martial reported this morning from Lyon, which he rejected. He didn't want to go and join Lyon on loan this summer, is what the reports are saying. David Ornstein says Wolves working on a deal to sign highly rated Marseille midfielder Boubacar Kamara, but obviously we've just seen the latest update on that. Jules Koundé's transfer to Chelsea is off. He's staying at Sevilla. That is a no-go. He's staying at Sevilla. Barcelona are progressing in talks to sign Luke de Jong from Sevilla. Talks now advanced to sign the Dutch striker. That's it, guys. And then it looks like Wolves are struggling to sign a midfielder as a potential replacement for Ruben Neves. That's who we want to sign. If they don't get that replacement, then it's unlikely that Neves will be sold. So that's how I feel. I feel like if they can sign a good midfielder, then there's a very good chance that we'll get Neves. But if they don't, then we probably won't, because they'll just be too weak in that position. And they'd just be costing themselves massively if they do. 45 million quid is great. And, they don't want to wait unhappy player on their books. But it's not as good as, not being able to have him play for you and keep you up this season. Because who knows, Wolves could be in some trouble without a player like Neves. If he was to go and they were not to strengthen, they'd be in a much worse position because he's a great player for them. And look at the start to the season they've had. They've been unlucky, I think, in all those 3 games that they played. Leicester, Tottenham and United. Tough games. But they've got 0 points and they've lost each game 1-0 and they're down at the bottom. Down near the bottom. So, it's not looking good for Wolves. They've got to try and keep their best players or at least sign replacements. Let's propose Fred for Neves. No problem. Spot on. I'm with you on that one, mate. See you later on, Fred. Out the door. He can go and he can be used as an exchange make weight for us to bring in Neves, who we actually want. Fred is a good player, man, but he's just like bang averagely gasher when it comes to passing the ball out. His distribution abilities are very lacking, and we've all seen him recently, and we've had enough. As a squad player, I'm okay with him. I'm happy to bring him on last half an hour of games and just be a hassle for the opposition. I think he would be great at that role, actually. Last part of the game, you need somebody to run around and just be a complete menace and a terrier and bite people's ankles. He's the one to go for. Pig, I don't think Ollie is the man to win us trophies. Look, Kayam. Oh, okay. If you could get Rush Mano to send it me, that would be fantastic. We've got an update as well from Fabrizio Romano. Guys, check this one out. Yes, okay. Yep. Brilliant. Check this out. So we just talked about it a moment ago as well. And as you can see, look at this. So we have an update here on Twitter from Fabi just now as well. And in regards to Edinson Cavani, here it is. Edinson Cavani just confirmed staying. Just confirmed sharing today update. He's staying at Manchester United and not leaving in these final hours. Get in there, Edinson Cavani. Come on. Let's get those Matadore emoji in there. That's a big bit of news for us, really, isn't it? Come on. Hi to your wife, Rohini. Absolutely. Shout out to Rohini Singh. Big time. 1.1k likes, guys. That is sensational. Thanks everyone who's hit the like button and who's subscribed today as well. We've got a lot of new subscribers. If you're new around here, smash the subscribe. Guys, do you know what? I don't know if this is legit, but I think we've just hit 43,500 subscribers. I think we might have just done that. I know that doesn't sound right because we'd only just hit 43k subscribers. But I think that's just happened, guys. So, firstly, what the fuck? And secondly, get in there, my son. Cheers for subscribing, everybody. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Yeah, nice one. Simon Stone, let's take a look at this then. Rushmano's given us all the informazione. Here it is, yes. So, Rushy, yes, this is from Simon Stone. He says, Manchester United's transfer business is done. No more incomings or outgoings, guys. No more incomings or outgoings. This is what he said anyway. So, Simon Stone, BBC Sport reporter, of course. He says, that's it for Man United. Over for them. Transfer deadline day over for them. Let me get you the tweet up on the screen so you can see what's going on here. And that is the latest update from him anyway. I mean, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah, so he's not absolutely 100% right. But he is a good reporter. Simon Stone of the BBC. BBC don't generally report rubbish. So yeah, he might, he might be onto something there, which is a shame, But hey, look, still time for us to upset the status quo there and maybe make a late move. There's also time for somebody to come in and bid for our player and convince us maybe it is time to go and get Neves or something. Thank you, Ravish Mon. He says, you just popped up on my feed and you are a Man United fan, same as me. So I immediately clicked the subscribe button. Get in there then, Ravish Mon, you legend. Love it. I'll absolutely love it. Thank you, Berberini. He's put the link to the channel membership in there as well. Cheers, bud. If anybody wants to get access to the emojis, get your favourite channel member emoji in there, guys. Then that's how you do it. Don't forget Van der Beek, says Sissel Gulbranson. Hashtag free Donny, guys. What's going on with Van der Beek? He could be the ready-made player for us, I suppose. We just haven't seen enough from him. He's not had a fair run in the side. We don't know how good he is. I'd be surprised if he is in the team much this season, though, even though he's staying. I still would be surprised. Solskjaer doesn't seem to like him. Andy Hammond says 1.1k likes. Keep it up, guys. Help Pig with this amazing hard work. Thank you, Andy Hammond. Sir. Thank you very much. Your favourite 4 centre forwards from the current Premier League club, says Pranit Kawarla. Wow, okay. My favourite centre forwards from current Premier League clubs. I mean, it's got to be Edinson Cavani. It's got to be Harry Kane is obviously a top class forward. I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo now, obviously, because he's now a Premier League player. So I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo. And then I really rate Jamie Vardy over at Leicester. So they're probably my 4 most admired strikers in the league who I think, yeah, they're all great players. Probably those 4. Cavani is staying, even at their ages, most of those are old. Vardy's getting on a bit now. He's like 34 or something, maybe even older than that now. I don't know. Cavani is old and Ronaldo's getting on. But they're all the old boys that I'm saying are the best. And Aguero before he left. You have to give credit where credit's due, was a Don for City. Brilla Legion, what's going on? Thank you for subscribing. Why don't we get Renato? Mendes client should be easy. Good point, yeah. Mendes client, don't know. There was some, that we've had 2 different reports on Renato Sanches so far today. The first one was that he has a injury, so that's what the problem was. And the second one was that Wolves and Lille couldn't agree a fee. Basically, is what the other bit of information was. So I don't know. It depends which one you believe. If it's the latter, then there maybe is a chance for United if we're prepared to go and get the deal done. And we know that the Wolves were looking at a loan option. So if United can get a loan option done, then that's not spending a lot of money, is it? Courtney Monroe says, Brian Cristante is a player we should sign. I'll respect. I don't know a great deal about him, to be fair, but I'll take your word for it, though, Courtney. We ain't winning trophies with McFred. That's a given, I think, Merchant. Yeah, all well and good having this brilliant, potent strike force and Ronaldo, but no midfielders. Monitosh Das, any updates on Neves? Only bad updates, to be fair. Look at that one. So Simon Stone says it's over for Man United in this window. Other updates coming out to say in regards to Ruben Neves that it depends on what's going on with Wolves. Wolves trying to sign a couple of players desperately in that position right now. They've had a bid for Kamara, but that could have potentially fallen down. And they've also had a bid for Renato Sanches, which seems to have fallen down also. Atletico Madrid and Barcelona are about to reach an agreement for Griezmann as well, guys. That's also some information that's coming through and just swung on the vine. So it's all kicking off, guys. Plenty of stuff going on, just not unfortunately for Man United right now. Doesn't seem like we're, doing much business now. Bria Legion, get in there. Thanks for subscribing. Surash in Siri, Galrav Prabhu as well. Get in there. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Do we sign? Look at how many votes have been had on that poll, by the way, guys. That is insane. 6,090 votes on the poll. I'll give you the current update of the scores. So the poll has had 6,090 votes. 70% of the fan base think that Manchester United will sign Ruben Neves, guys. So I'm loving the positivity. I'm loving the vibes. Loving the positive vibes. Vincent Bullock says, Piggy said you are now Ronaldo as Bisto gravy. Saving the best to last. Definitely, mate. That's it. Nothing but the best for us, sir. Cristiano Ronaldo for peanuts. Arsenal spending 50 mil on Ben White, etc. It's a fucking laugh. Also, what about this? This hasn't been talked enough about, if you ask me. So Chelsea have done some good business this window, right? They brought Lukaku. That's a big player for them. He could fire them to the title. He could. He's looking a much more sharper and fitter than he was when he was at United anyway. I know he had a stomach issue, and it's obviously been addressed while he's been in Italy, and he's fired it up over there and been brilliant. But he still scored 5 goals less than Cristiano Ronaldo did in Serie A last season. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about us really signing a better player than Lukaku. They spent near on £100 million for that guy, by the way. Near on £100 million for Romelu Lukaku. We got Ronaldo for chump change, and he scored 5 more goals than that guy last season in the same league they were playing. In less games. So Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT. Make no mistake about it. Having him at the top of the team is just going to be... We could still win the title even with Fred in the middle. I honestly think that that's feasible with a player like Ronaldo up there, giving you those extra goals and leadership and everything that he brings. Of course, would our chances be improved even more if we got rid of Fred and got in somebody like Ruben? Definitely. So we should do it, shouldn't we? Yes, Juventus also said goodbye earlier to Cristiano Ronaldo and said ciao. Cristiano Ronaldo, great time he had at Juventus, to be fair. He won a bunch of things, maybe not in Europe, they didn't have a good time, but he still added to his legacy and proved what an unbelievable player he is, golden boot, etc. So the guy's the Don. Patty Pan says Ruben Neves. Fernandinho on loan, says Tyson Ochola. Chris says Piggy 1 to 10. How good was the transfer window for United, in my opinion? It's an 8 out of 10 for me, bud. 8 out of 10. Get your votes in it. Out of 10. How do you feel? 8 out of 10 for me. If we sign Ruben Neves, it's a 10 out of 10. It was perfect. We're only missing one player, and that's Ruben Neves. If we got him, it's perfect. Ronaldo is the greatest signing I've seen by the club for years because it's just like so unexpected, and it's the return of the prodigal son. It's a dream come true for United fans. Never been so excited to watch somebody's debut game or second debut, so to speak, at the club. I'd never just have been this excited to watch somebody play again for United. So it's just amazing what this has done. It's a big lift for the fan base. We're feeling so happy because we've got the Don back. We've got Don Ronaldo back. It's amazing. And then add on top of that, Varane, who looked amazing in his first game, has had an amazing career. He's won the World Cup and 4 Champions Leagues and multiple La Ligas and all the rest of it. Just an incredible talent. We've got him in his prime at 28. That's the signing of the summer. That is the signing of the summer. You can stick your Ronaldos up your jumper. The signing of the summer for Man United is Varane because he is who we needed the most. Cristiano is a luxury signing. We've taken it we turned it up to 11 with that one. We already had Cavani up there and Greenwood and these guys, but we just added an even more impressive player up there. So that's a luxury signing. But actually, the biggest difference maker for United is Varane, because he will come in and stop a lot of goals being shipped, hopefully, and win us a lot more games for having him in the side. And that should actually translate to us being more likely to win the league and challenge and that kind of thing. So, yeah, absolutely agree. I think it's very much a possibility, that he's the best signing of the summer over Ronaldo, even though Ronaldo is CR7 and it's like, wow, what a signing. He's the most famous player in the world. Actually, Varane's a better signing for us. Who do you think the best signing for Man United is this summer, guys? Sancho, Varane, or Ronaldo? Let me know in the live comment section here. Ruben Neves, is it happening, says Devroy. It's one of those right now, dude. We're waiting for more info. It's not looking too good right now, Brad. Not looking too good right now. They're trying to sign a player desperately to bolster their options if Ruben Neves is to go. Man United, it seems like, look at this tweet from Simon Stone tonight. This is it for Man United. Transfer deadline day is over for them. In and out. So it seems like, lots of people reporting, reputable sources, that United's business is done as of now. You never know what can happen in the last 5 hours of the transfer window, though. So we will keep you up to date with what's happening and going on. Tom Heaton says Dark. Oh, yeah, forgot about Tom Heaton. He's your best signing of the window, says Dark ZLP, and also El Professor. Heaton's your best favourite sign of the summer. Get in there, Tom Heaton. How could I forget? The best signing is Varane in terms of what we needed, but Ronaldo, my favourite for the feels. Well said, Jamie. Yeah, this one for the heart, isn't it? You're so right. Coda says, is this Neves guy any good? Yes, indeed. He's a proper pass master, proven in the Premier League, scores great goals as well, pulls the strings from deep, and he's had an impressive start to the season. So, yeah, definitely he's a very good player. Cristiano Ronaldo emotionally, but tactically Varane. Very well put as well there, Manny Shiadav. So true, so true. Sancho in the next 5 years. Wow, he could go on and be the best out of the bunch for us. Very good point, Charles. Very good point. In 7 years' time, Sancho could be on that next, that proper elite level of football. Herodi says Ronaldo could also start his managerial career at Man United. Well, I don't know if I see Ronaldo going to coaching, but maybe. I would love to see it. It'd be great box office, wouldn't it, see Ronaldo in the dugout? Wow. So what a thought that is. Who knows? Who knows? One day could be a coach. What I like about the Ronaldo deal as well is we've been quite clever with the deal. We've also signed him up to a 2-year contract with an option for a further 3rd year. So if it comes down to, 2023, when his contract's running out and he's still absolutely bloody a menace, or sorry, 2023, he's absolutely a menace still and he's still banging in the goals and just being quality, we've got the option to sign him up for another year there. So that's pretty fantastic. Just in case, because I don't know if he will be slowing down at that point. But it's good that it's only a 2-year contract and not a 3-year contract, because what if he is just a shadow of the player by the time he's 38, or he's just got injury problems, or his knees have turned to jelly? Then who knows? Joseph Lewis says, do you think Ronaldo will be a flop, or do you actually think he's going to tear it up, says Joseph Lewis? In my opinion, I think Ronaldo will absolutely tear it up, Joseph Lewis. I don't get the argument that he's over the hill or he's done. He's literally just proven it in Serie A this season just gone. He played 33 times in Serie A. He scored 29 goals. He had a goals to game ratio of 0.91, I believe. I think it's the best in the league. He also finished with the Golden Boot with 29 goals, 5 goals, I should say, ahead of Lukaku, who played more games and scored 5 less goals and has just gone to Chelsea for near £100 million. So if that doesn't tell you what sort of player he is, I don't really know what does. If people are praising Lukaku and Chelsea at the moment, then you've got to say Ronaldo is even more of a lethal player, because he's just proven it just as recently as the last season just gone. And he's proven it against players like Lukaku in the league as well, who's now in the Prem. So I think, it's going to be an amazing signing for us. He's going to absolutely smash the goals in. He's going to be a catalyst as well, like the leadership he brings, pulling the team forward. He's not going to take anything less than the best from his teammates. He's not going to take anything less than the most commitment. He's just a machine, isn't he? He's just a machine. Come on. He's not slowing down anytime soon. Don't worry about his age. His age is literally just a number when it comes to Ronaldo. He's got the physicality of a 29-year-old, mate. He's still in his prime. Even though he's old, and he's still in his prime. Remu Suzamori, Sancho is a fraud, the Bundesliga Lingard. Oh, harsh. Don't know about that. He's played 1 game for United properly, and he did look bad in that game, but he wasn't in his favoured position, and he's just not match sharp or match fit yet, it seems. But if you look at his stats over in the Bundes, they're insane. The Bundes players that come over there, they do tend to struggle in the league. I'm not going to lie. Look at Timo Werner. Kai Havertz seems to be doing, better, but last season wasn't the best early on for him. That's another example. And then you've also got, players like Kagawa, players like Mkhitaryan. They do well in the Bundes, but not so well in the Prem. It's a fair point. But you know what the difference is? Sancho's so young. He's still got so much improvement to do. And once he's adapted to the Premier League, he'll probably be absolutely mint. Hey, no worries, Nathan Buckley. Sorry, I won't be on streams as much as usual because I have school. Hey, no worries at all, Nathan Buckley. I completely understand, but I completely understand. No problemo. Varane, baby, says K Slater. Bell says Barca letting Griezmann go. Cavani back on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Bell. It doesn't seem so. We've had confirmation that Cavani is staying right now. Things can change very quickly, though. But his brother has come out and said that he's not going anywhere. Which is not exactly, gospel, but it does indicate. And all the sources, Fabrizio came out a little while ago and said that he's staying. Cristiano Jr., imagine him playing for United in 5 years, says Matthias Emmanuel, along with Kai Rooney, eh? Kai Rooney and little Ronaldo doing the bits out there in 5, 6, 7 years' time. Get in there. Ronaldo will straighten Fred into a proper CM, says Chinmay. He's got his work cut out from there. Hey, good night, Irina Fox. Thank you for joining us for the show today. Really appreciate it. She says, good night. I think that everyone will be very good, and Ronaldo and the whole team will often delight us with their victories, and their victories are victories. Good luck, everyone. Thank you so much, Irina Fox. Absolute legend watching the stream. Tyson Achola. Hello to you, bud. I'm not sure what that means, but shout out to you, bud. AR Dan, Timo Werner was insane. I thought he will rip the Premier League. I know, yeah, he was scoring so many goals in the Bundes for RB Leipzig. You thought, wow. I remember when Chelsea signed him, I was like, oh, that's gash. We missed out on him, I thought that was a good signing. But guess what? He's shit. So, and look who we've got in the end. Cavani and Ronaldo and Greenwood coming through. And look at Greenwood's qualities. How many goals he scored? I'll tell you how many goals he scored. His last 11 Premier League games, he scored 9 goals. This season, he scored in every game. The guy's insane. Mason Greenwood's 19, but he's already one of our best goal scorers and the best scoring options up there. Give him a couple of seasons. You know, you can stick your Kylian Mbappe's where the sun don't shine, guys. I'm so happy with Mason at the club. Give him 2 years and he'll be like Mbappe right now, in my opinion. Give him 2 years and he'll be like Mbappe is now. Varane is going to be a big leader to these younger players, says Chris23. Matic to Wolves, says Butters. Dude, if there could be anything in that, I would love it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've said Fred or Matic or any of those players, swap them over for Wolves. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Mr. Porkchop, as an Arsenal fan pick, we need to sign a new manager. That would be the biggest signing you could make this summer. 100% would be an Arsenal manager, wouldn't it? Because Mikel Arteta, what is he? What even is he, guys? What even is he? He's basically Pep Guardiola's little ventriloquist dummy, mate, pretty much, it seems like. He's learned from Pep, you know, but that's it. What's he done in his career other than that? He got a bit of luck with Arsenal at the start, won the FA Cup, the Mickey Mouse Community Shield, and then literally has nosedive into 20th position, signed shit players, made them ultimately way worse. How is he still in the job? How is he still in the job? They should have sacked him off by now. But as far as a United fan goes, Arteta in. Can we get a cheeky little hashtag Arteta in the live chat, please? Don't get me started on Sancho. Overrated and way overpriced. We don't need him, says Chris Parker. Don't know about that. I mean, it's a lot of money to pay, but he's only 21. The value that he'll add over the next decade could be huge. You could have said the same thing about, I don't know, Rio or something. But he turned out to be good value over a long career. So he could be here for a decade, Sancho, doing bits. Remu says Wenger will be back, mate. That's the signing that we all want to see. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I would like to see Wenger back managing Arsenal. They should have just stuck with him. Unai Emery was gash for Arsenal, and Arteta's taken it to a new low. But if they'd have actually just stuck with Arsene Wenger and stuck with him, they would have been much better off. They would have probably got Champions League football more often than not. He usually did that with them, whilst under being under invested in, and also selling all their best players every single season. He did a brilliant job. Wenger was no joke, man. When he was actually invested in, when he first went in there and he was allowed to sign players and mould the team, what a bunch of players he signed and what a team he assembled. Fair play to him. Fucking fair play to him. He's a great coach. If he had all the resources that managers like Jose have had over the years, crikey, he'd have won a heck of a lot more. I truly believe that. I truly believe he would have won a heck of a lot more if he'd had the resources that, the big clubs had. Arsenal paying for that Emirates Stadium for the best part of a decade, not interested in spending money. They'd lose their best player every window. See you later on, Nasri, even though you're class at the time and a twat. See you later on, Alexis Sanchez. Bye-bye, Robin Van Persie. Fabregas. If they'd have actually kept all of those players I just mentioned over that period, they'd have probably fucking won everything. They had such good players coming through their team, but they just sell them all. They just sell them all every summer. That's fucking no good, is it? So I'm not surprised they've melted. But even when they were selling players every window, they still were competitive and played nice football when Arsene Wenger was the manager. So, yeah, that's what they should do. Das11 Geebot, thank you for subscribing. Triple 42 and Shivang Mishra, Nicole Spartan, Dylan R, Nick Hill 7, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, guys. If you're just getting in, hit the thumbs up on the video, smash a cheeky little like on it. Nearly at 1.2k likes. Also, smash a subscribe on this video if it's your first time here and you're not familiar with the channel. We do Manchester United content on this channel. We cover all the games. We cover match previews, all the latest goings on, transfer news, any other news on and off the pitch. So if it's your first time here, smash the subscribe. We are a Man United fan channel. We're one of the oldest Man United fan channels on YouTube, actually. We've been going since 2013, and we are no bullshit, no nonsense, no clickbait bullshit channel. So forget the last word. You know what I mean. No bullshit channel is what I meant to say. James Suicide for CR7 says the shine. Well, yeah, he's had to go out. Thank you for subscribing, Kevin Odora, as well. Nice one. 11 p.m. is the deadline. Absolutely, Vooty. Ronaldo will get the will to win back at Man United. He is the ultimate winner. Kamara to Wolves is on, supposedly, says Tommy Sawyer. That would be lovely, mate. You see, this is it. We just need Wolves to sign a midfielder to be able to replace Ruben Neves, and then the likeliness of him coming to Man United is way bigger. Way, way bigger. But as it is, Wolves don't want to be left without a good midfielder there, and they're going to have to replace with somebody else. They tried Sanches, they're trying Kamara, and unless it happens, then it's probably unlikely for Neves. Played in a crap league too long, says Chris Barker. Thank you, Gaz Newton, your legend, one of the channel member legends. He says, don't just subscribe, join the Bacon Brigade. Thank you very much. Well, if you want to join the Bacon Club, there's a blue little join emoji there, and you do get access to a badge next to your name and certain emojis and shout-outs in the live chat as well. Nice one. Let It Go Modiba says, there are some official pictures of Ronaldo wearing the Man United kit. Yes, there are indeed, sir. Yes, there are indeed. Your take on Greenwood not being selected on international squad? You know, I mean, it's stupid, isn't it? He definitely deserves to be in England squad. His form's absolutely sensational, but I don't even really know the reason why he's not in the international squad. To be honest, I don't know if there's a reason behind it or something that I don't know about, actually. Jeanette Pugh. How you doing, Jeanette Pugh? She says, Pep's puppy. You subscribe from the USA. Legend then, aren't you, Lee Bashir channel? Thank you so much for subscribing and getting involved, pal. I don't know whether I should, you know, get off and come back on maybe about 9:30 and just see what's going on with the latest updates then, or whether I should just stay on all night. I'm not really too sure what I should do. I do know I'm pretty hungry, though. Mystic Gamer. John Cena as CDM. Oh, man, bit of thug life. You can't see me. Colin Ciproni. What's going on, bro? Karen Badnikar, thank you for joining us. Miss Gucci says, Varane got an assist on Sunday. Don't forget. Yeah, what a crazy game that was by Varane, considering that was his first game. Think about how crazy that game was. The way that Wolves were just blitzing us. Big Adama, Trincao, they were just, to be fair, they rinsed us. They attacked us. They were all over us for large parts of the game. And just the fact that we managed to keep a clean sheet in that game, and Varane had such a good game and got an assist, that's just amazing, because I can't quite believe that we didn't concede in that game. And he did make a couple of really good challenges, and also the aerial challenges he made were brilliant, like clearing the ball away. Oh shit, sorry, Rushmano. He says, check Telegram Pig. Thank you so much for the £2 super chat there, bud. Nice one. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants Tony Martial in his United squad this season. Also, we have an update here that Donny van de Beek has insisted on a temporary departure from Manchester United, and the club management appeared to be prepared to grant his wish. Everton wanted to meet the conditions. Hang on a second. Wait a second. What's this? Donny van de Beek insisted on a temporary departure from United, and the club management appeared to be prepared to grant his wish. Everton wanted to meet the conditions of a loan, but Solskjaer blocked the move. Well, that means that he's going to play then. That means that we're not signing anybody, and Donny van de Beek's going to play then. Surely, if there was an actual offer from well, maybe not from a rival in the Prem, I suppose, but if there was another offer, you would have thought that he would be on his way out. Because if you were him, wouldn't you be so frustrated with his lack of game time? I'd be very, very frustrated with not getting the opportunities. Donny van de Beek, you know, should be looking to get out of the club, to be fair, unless Solskjaer has given him many assurances and will actually be a United player. So hang on, let me try and find this information and let me translate this. Yeah, okay, so check this out. Some info coming here from a Dutch source. Let me just give you the info. So this is basically the latest report in regards to Donny van de Beek. Stays with United. Solskjaer stops temporary transfer to Everton. So reports are coming out. Donny van de Beek was a target for Everton, and Man United have said no, he's not available, and we're going to keep him this season. Donny for CDM, says Uncaged Squid. Let's get a cheeky little hashtag free Donny. I think we could all be relatively okay with that. If Donny was actually going to be given the role, and we'll see how he does, I think we can all live with the window that we've had. We do want to see Ruben Neves come, or somebody really top quality to help us there. And Donny may not be the answer, but we haven't actually seen enough of Donny yet to see if he is the answer or not. We haven't really got enough from him to see whether he's good enough for the role or not. So Solskjaer's got to start selecting him. He needs to give him a run in the team. And I don't want to just see one game here or there. Even if he has a bad game, he's going to get the next game. He's actually got to get a run of a few games in the team. 5 games. You've got to give Donny 5 games in a row to see how he can progress and see what he can do. 1 game here and there, chucking him on as a late sub, it's not doing him any good. He needs a run in the side. So, yeah, I could see it happening. I could see it. He's not defensive-minded player, is he? as much as, like a Matic or a Fred or something like that. But he is a good pass master. And if you think about some of the players that can just sit in front of a back line and dictate play over the years, people like Perlo, Schweinsteiger, some players, they don't have a lot of pace and they're not like uber defensive, but they've just got a wand of a boot and they can just pass it around and get the team going and be a deep line playmaker. And what they lose in defensive guile, they make up for in creativity. So I think that could work. He's not an out-and-out CDM, but he is a pass master and he's somebody who's confident on the ball.
Get in there, my son.
Hey, Big God Bob. Sorry, Big God Bob. I missed your super chat, pal. He says he's just Gash Pep, my lord. He's Gash Pep. We've shone Baldy Pep up real nice this window with that insult of the Ronaldo transfer. I don't know if you saw the clip when asked about it. A reporter asked Pep whether or not, if Man United didn't sign him, would it have been likely that that they signed him? And he just was like, I don't think so, no. Like he blatantly would have liked to have signed him, but United come in and stole him. We got a new channel member, guys. Get in there. Guys, thank you very much to this legend here. We've got a new channel member. Get your Phil Jones emojis in there, or any other emojis in there you want, to welcome Mr. Man Like Ryan 1990 to the Bacon Brigade. He's joined the Bacon Club. Get in there, Man Like Ryan. Thank you so much. Everybody get your favourite emoji there to welcome Mr. Man Like Ryan to the channel membership, mate. Thank you so much for choosing to support the channel, mate. Get in there. Thank you, mate. Once in a while subscribed, and Collins Kiprono and Karen Bandikar and Shinji and Kingboy and Toby Amos. And also Kevin O'Dore. Thank you guys so much for getting in and subscribing to the channel. Ronaldo will sack Fred, says Miss Coochie. Thank you, Man Like Ryan. He says, I love this channel, Pig. I love you too, Man Like Ryan. Thank you so much for being a member, dude. And I'm glad you're liking the channel, mate. That's it. We're just I'm just a United fan. You're mostly United fans. Some of you are just football fans, or I don't know, just fans of pigs, maybe. I don't know. But we like to keep it real on this channel, have a good debate, have a good discussion. So yeah, thanks for that. Means a lot, dude. Are you beating Chelsea this season? Yeah, Reiko Eli. Yes, we are. We're finishing above Chelsea this season, and we're beating them too. Thank you, Herodi. Watermelon Sugar. Hi. Just like what Carrick did in midfield, Pig, says Mikato. Exactly. Deep line playmaker, pass it around. Doesn't have to be Roy Keane. Don't have to be in there snapping shins and getting in there doing the dirty work to the extent of those guys. You don't have to be N'Golo Kante or, what you can be is Carrick. You can be a good defender, but somebody who's more there for his distribution abilities, who's going to sit in front of the back line and just pop it off to the creative players in the team. And also he can create too when he gets advanced and pop one in from distance, maybe with a cheeky goal also. But certainly, we want somebody who can just feed it to Ronaldo, feed it to Bruno, feed it to Pogba, to Cavani, to Sancho, Rashi, get it away effectively. Fred, unfortunately, you see it, the last two games, you couldn't have picked two better games to highlight Fred's gashness of passing. There's about 4 or 5 occasions during that Wolves game where he's got a simple pass to play forward, and he just doesn't get the weight of it right. He hasn't hit it hard enough to get through a little gap or something, or he's just fluffed it, basically. He's just fluffed it, and it's cost us a break of the opposition being able to get towards our goal. And I'm sorry to say, that's not good enough 5 times in a game. You can't do that. Once is too many for United, if you ask me. It couldn't cost a goal, and it very nearly did on many occasions. So it's not good enough. We need to improve there, and he's not the answer. 1,200 likes. Come on, get in there, Rushmano. Dimcon Whitey, I'm just a Greek guy who want to hone his listening skills. You're a legend, Dimcon Whitey. Eferisto and Kalispera, my son. Kalispera, my son. Griezmann joined Atletico Piggy. Oh, fantastic person. Thank you very much, dude. Let's take a look at this. So there's some more news. Let's have a look at this one, guys. Look at this. Yep. Oh, okay. This is some more news as well in regards to West Ham very quickly. 2 seconds. This was from 5 minutes ago. Then I'll get the next bit of news up. But look at this one, guys. Bit of an update. Alex Kral joins West Ham. Done deal and official. Loan with an option to buy completed. Tagliafico has never been possible with these conditions. So that's another player, Alex Kral, that they've signed. West Ham doing some bits now. They've signed another player, Slavic earlier, who Vlasic, I should say, who is going to improve them. They've not opted for Jesse Lingard. It seems it's unlikely Jesse will be going to them now. They might still come in with an option to buy on a loan, I suppose, if there's no big investment initially up front for them. That might work with them. It probably won't work with us though, because we're trying to generate cash. So that's the latest there, guys. And oh shit, it's too small. Hang on. Excuse me. Excuse me, just coughed my guts out there. Right. Alex Crowell joins West Ham, as you can see there, guys. Little bit of business done by Moise, the Ginger Goblin. He got the job in a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Good night. So Moise doing some bits there, as you can see. Also, other updates coming through the grapevine, guys. What is that all about? Are you taking the piss? Hang on a second. What? No. Hang on. Excuse me? Listen to this, guys. What? I heard this the other day and I thought this cannot be right. I figured they have to do something with Sky and the Premier League to change this because they're going to miss out on so many viewers. But this is what I'm hearing from, look at this, Simon Stone has just given us an update in regards to Manchester United's TV coverage of the Ronaldo debut. Look at this. No live TV coverage in the UK, but live radio commentary on Ronaldo likely return for Man United. Fuck off! Are you taking the piss? Are you actually joking me? Are you actually joking? I mean, I'm sorry, but what is that all about, guys? That's like one of the biggest box office games of the season. Ronaldo's second debut for United. And you're telling me it's not even going to be on the fucking telly? Guys, and that is an abomination, mate. I'm sorry to break that to you. If that is 100% the case, that is fucking awful, mate. Yeah, Griffo says it will be the most streamed football match of all time. That's a fair point as well. So just because it's not on in the UK, you know, it's obviously going to be on in a different country. So it's a fair point, Griffo. You're spot on about that. Hopefully, you know, one of these American channels has it on NBC Sports or some shit. Or, you know, beIN Sports as well. beIN Sports is another one. There will be somewhere showing the game blatantly, won't there? Come on, yeah, you're right. It's just not in the UK, but it is kind of a disgrace if it's not on, if there's not going to be live TV coverage of it. That would be, in the UK, for it not to be on Sky or BT would be an absolute disgrace, wouldn't it, really? Yes, Espen Gableson says, you lot are getting rinsed. I get all games on Norwegian TV. I know, it's crazy. We do get rinsed. There was a few games last season that weren't on. And like we had loads of people coming in the watch along saying, yeah, it's on in this country. It's on in America. I'm like, what the hell? VPN, absolutely Armad. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, there's ways around it. Well, that's it. It's going to have to be the most streamed game ever. You're so right. So right, Griffo Chaz. Donny van der Beek, Man United holding everything back. So Donny van der Beek seems to be staying. Yes, he is staying at Manchester United. Oh, look at this, guys. We got some information in regards to Boubacar Kamara as well. Reports coming out that Boubacar Kamara has rejected Newcastle and Wolves and he will stay at Marseille. Maybe we should go and get him. He's a target for Wolves, but maybe we should just go and get him instead. He's only 21. He looks like a good player. Maybe we should just go and get him, guys. Like, that solves the problem temporarily, you know. It gives us an option there. Maybe we should just go and get Kamara. That is amazing, isn't it? Remu Suzamori says, almost 1K new subscribers just for this stream. It's quite exceptional, guys. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching and getting in here and getting involved for the stream. Yeah, it's been an amazing show today, guys. It's been an absolutely amazing show. We're nearly at 43,600 subscribers, only 20 away. If you're just getting involved, hit the sub. Thoughts on OSM game? It's a managing game. Never heard of it, actually, you know, Jamal. What's that? Something Soccer Manager, is it? I've never heard of it. Olympic Soccer Manager? Nah, surely not. I get everything for like £7 a year, says Arnaf Godman Gokar. That's such a shame. We paid through the nose in this country for sports coverage, mate. It's cash. Need to hijack Old Trafford again. It's not telecasted on TV. What a joke that is, Pranik. Yeah, well, it will be a ridiculously streamed game all around the globe. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Vincent Butter says, yeah, go and get him come January. Do a swap. The walls go off. Let me charge my battery, says Miss Coochie. Yeah, well, I might do. I might actually just pop off for, you know, for an hour and come back on it. No. I don't know. But I might just pop off, grab some food. I'm actually starving here, guys. I am actually starving, so I might pop off for a little bit and come back on. There's hundreds of you watching right now, though, so, you know, but I think it'd be best because what we're going to do, you know how it's not just the deadline up until 11 p.m. There's often a lot of information that filters out and trickles out up until, you know, even after midnight. Like you feel, you hear about some late announcements and things like that. So it will probably be on for a good couple of hours even later, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to do that, guys. But just to give you a rundown very quickly of everything that's been discussed in this video, and if you're just joining us, if you just want a quick, concise breakdown very quickly in a minute, Daniel James signed for Leeds for £25 million, official today. Wolverhampton Wanderers, after Boubacar Kamara, seems that he's no longer interested in. They tried to sign Renato Sanches as well on loan. He rejected them in the end, or they couldn't get the deal agreed. Also, we've got Chelsea signing Saul for £5 million. From Atletico, £5 million on a season-long loan, I should say. Not a permanent move, just £5 million on a loan deal for the season. Good signing for them. We also have Camavinga signing officially for Real Madrid on a 6-year contract. No mention of a fee, meant to be around 31 million euros. Also, PSG signed Nuno Mendes on loan with a permanent option to buy. Jesse Lingard seems set to stay at Manchester United. What else have we had? Edinson Cavani confirms he's staying at the club. Simon Stone suggests that the business is done over for Manchester United in this deadline day at the moment. Fabrizio says Barcelona are progressing on negotiations to sign Luke de Jong from Sevilla as well. Jules Koundé deal between Chelsea and Sevilla is now off. Jules Koundé not going anywhere. Jerome Boateng joins Olympique Lyon as a free agent as well. Wolves target Boubacar Kamara and a striker in the final hours of the window, so hopefully they can sign him, so maybe we can sign Ruben Neves. There's nothing concrete on Neves right now, guys. We're waiting for other players to maybe, you know, come in for maybe Wolves to see if they're open to selling him right now. Lingard and Martial are both staying. There was an offer from Lyon this morning, reported anyway, that there was a loan offer from Lyon for Martial, which he rejected. That is what I've heard through the grapevine. Wolves have ended talks with Lille over the signing of midfielder Renato Sanches after the two clubs were unable to reach an agreement. And Saul, here we go to Chelsea. That's basically all of the deals so far. What we'll do, guys, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, but please do us a massive favour if you enjoyed the show at all. Leave a like. It's free to do so, and it does help us out, so leave a like on it. Smash that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, and click the little bell. And that way you'll get a notification. Click that little thing that looks like Luis Suarez, you know, that bell end thing there. Smash that, and that will give you a notification when we post and go live on YouTube. So we'll be back in about an hour's time, maybe even less, depending on if anything just breaks. Quickly, we've got some information on Eric Bailly, actually. Hang on a second. Lyon had contact for Manchester United defender Eric Bailly, but decided it was too complicated. So instead moved for Jerome Boateng. Very interesting. Very interesting. That is interesting. So we'll give you all the updates in about an hour's time or something like that, right up until midnight. So do keep a lookout. In a short period, we'll be back with the latest breaking news. We'll do all the done deals for all the clubs, including Manchester United, and seeing us into about midnight. So keep a lookout, guys, and click that bell, and then you'll get a notification shortly. Thank you very much, Jamal Jr., watching from Kenya. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Absolutely, yeah, I need to get a Snickers down me, don't I? Griffo Chaz, Chris Barker, Miss Gucci, Dave Lucas, Neil Duffin, your legend as well. No point in deadline day like Arsenal. No point. Hey, thank you, Collins Kiprono from Kenya, Rush Mano, DJ Disco Dave, Schick Canto, The Vutinator, Andy Hammond Bell, Tim Sharrett, Big God Bob, Schick Canto, Rush Mano. Great show, guys. Thank you for joining us. There's all the latest news. There's all the info for now. Hope we kept you up to date with what's going on. Please do also come back when this video is finished, and you can comment in the not live comment section and get your thoughts and opinions in about anything that we've, you know, discussed in this video, who you'd like to see us sign. I'm just going to end this poll, actually. Look at that, guys. 7,000 votes on that poll. That's absolutely blown me away. 7,000 votes. I'm going to end that poll right there. The final percentage of fan base here that think that we are going to sign Ruben Neves in this window before it closes is 70%. The fan base feeling optimistic, dudes. Thank you, Haroli, getting that fire emoji in there. Guys, there's almost too many of you to name, but I love you all. Thank you so much for watching Batman Night Fan, Illy United. Also, we got Griffo Chaz, Miss Gucci, Haroli, DJ Disco Dave, Berber, Rushmano, Ayat Dan, Bell, The Vutinator, Shazad, Adrian, Julian Berg, Big God Bob, The Football Crew Show, Charlie, Andy Hammond, Umagpala Emmanuel from Nigeria, Illy United, Rushmore, everyone, thank you so much for getting in here. What an absolute great community. You know, this just so you know, these streams, they're not just about giving you United news and all that. It's also about the amazing community we've built up over the years. We've got a lot of great people in here who love interacting with each other and interacting with me, and I love interacting with you all. So thank you all for being a part of it. And if you want to become a part of it yourself, just hit that sub and smash a cheeky little like. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, to read all your news as well. Read all about it. Cheers, Bryn Sheen. Thank you, Julian Berg, Josh Cross, Herodi Vuti, Beauty from Pain as well. Thank you so much, very much, getting the kisses from Ireland. Nice one. Thank you so much. Beauty from Pain. Top of the morning to you. Pearl and Gucci and Griffo. See you later, guys. This is The Pig. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in about, I don't know, an hour, and we'll just run down all of the finalisations of the deadline day. Come on, United, we need to sign Ruben Neves, don't we? Let's hope that we can get it done before the end, but it's not looking too good, guys, not going to lie. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching. This is The Pig. Take it easy.